Namaskar, Adab, Sat Shri Akal, a very warm welcome everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, जहाँ पर भी आप है, and almost good night, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 1 बजे हैं. I had a light day tomorrow, so I thought I will uh, do it a little late. थोड़ी late करते हैं बात शुरू. But आज I really want to give you all the opportunity to speak as well. कल जब हमने लाइव किया था, आई कुड सी पीपल रियली जस्ट वांटेड टू कम ऑन लाइव एंड स्पीक देयर हार्ट आउट. तो आज मैंने साथ के साथ ही लिंक दे दिया है, बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट टू एक्सटेंड द सेशन बियॉन्ड अ सर्टेन टाइम, ताकि हम लोग टू द पॉइंट बात करें, थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन करें एंड थोड़ा सा एक्शन. वी ऑलवेज कीप ऑन टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम, बट लेट्स आल्सो टॉक अबाउट सम सॉल्यूशंस. और सबसे बड़ी बात जो हमें करना है वो ये है कि बॉयकॉट बॉलीवुड, जो एक कैंपेन हमने शुरू किया था आज से ऑलमोस्ट 10 महीने पहले, राइट आफ्टर वी गॉट टू नो हाउ सुशांत वाज ब्रूटली मर्डर्ड. वी हैव टू पुट मोर, कहते हैं ना, गैस उस पे, एंड वी हैव टू पुट मोर प्रेशर ऑन दैट, बिकॉज द वे थिंग्स आर गोइंग, they are definitely not going well. Hello Ashnurji, hello Nipun, hello. uh, yeah, so we will definitely be talking about this movie, Nyay, जो कि अब रिलीज होने वाली है in the month of April itself. एक बार में आपको नींद नहीं आती तो याद की. I don't know, अहमद खान जी, मैसेज को मैं इंटरप्रेट नहीं कर पा रहा, but anyways, let's get right into the topic, and I love all of you to join and see how we can work on this together. ये जो न्याय मूवी, जो कि सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की लाइफ पे, नॉट ओनली लाइफ पे, उनके ये पर्टिकुलर इंसिडेंट, ये मर्डर, ये डेथ, इसको जो भी कहें, उसके ऊपर बेस्ड आउट मूवी ये लोग बना रहे हैं. ये मूवी रिलीज होने वाली है. इसकी शूटिंग ऑलमोस्ट अक्टूबर में ख़त्म हो चुकी थी, एंड देन देयर वाज पोस्ट प्रोडक्शन, सब कुछ हो गया है. नाउ दे आर रेडी टू रिलीज द मूवी. वी ऑल नो द बैकग्राउंड. इस मूवी के अंदर एक चीज जो बड़ी क्लियरली डॉक्यूमेंटेड वे में इसके प्रोड्यूसर्स और डायरेक्टर्स इसको बाहर निकाल रहे हैं, वो ये है कि दिस इज अ फिक्शनल स्टोरी बेस्ड ऑन द इंसिडेंट्स हैपेंड ऑन सुशांत सिंह राजपूत. दैट इज वेरी वेरी सरप्राइजिंग, बिकॉज फर्स्ट थिंग, सुशांत सिंह राजपूत का जो केस है वो अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ है. इट्स स्टिल विद द सीबीआई, इट्स स्टिल विद द प्रीमियर एजेंसीज, एंड आई एम वेरी वेरी शॉक्ड. लिखा 11 था निपुन, बट देर आर रूमर्स दैट they will be trying, they are definitely trying to release it prior to that, because कोरोना के इस चक्कर में, जो कि अब नया कर्फ्यू आ रहा है और नया restrictions आ रही हैं, they are trying to release it earlier, so that at this point of time when everybody is locked down completely, they have a more viewers and view option. Exactly, that is a very 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 amazing. Like I was shocked, let me just put it that way. I was shocked जब मैंने ये सुना कि ये movie को finally it's seeing the light. Couple of reasons why this movie should never see the light. Never, of course never, because it is based on somebody's death, somebody's murder. Of course, जब तक केस चल रहा है तब तक तो वैसे ही नहीं हो सकता. तो ये how can they even base it out on somebody who has been killed and whose case has still not been resolved? Why is the family quiet? That is a very very awkward thing to ask, but I am really very surprised now at this point of time that why is the family or the lawyer not blocking this movie or the release of this movie. Mr. Sarogi, जो कि एडवोकेट हैं श्रुति मोदी के, उनकी वाइफ इस मूवी को प्रोड्यूस कर रही हैं. उन्होंने एक इंटरव्यू दिया था, and surprisingly the advocate himself, he confirmed that I am following this movie very closely, of course, because his wife is producing it. The most important thing he said was that anybody can make a movie on anybody's events, life events. आप किसी का भी इंसिडेंट देख लें, उसके ऊपर मूवी बनती है. Of course हम भी मानते हैं, and it is really important to make movies on certain issues, certain topics, because the things which have happened or have might have transpired need to come out. But this case is still under investigation. This has not been closed. A judgment has not been passed. Why and how can you portray someone who you don't even know what happened? आप एक गलत bias करने के लिए how can you release a certain movie? मूवी छोड़ो, कोई कोई टीवी सीरीज भी होता है, उसमें भी it should not have been allowed. But movie, you are gonna base it out of whatever you want to write, and then you are gonna say, मैं आपको let me actually show you. Yes, you're absolutely right. A lot of questions asked. I would love all of you, to join and speak about it. But let me actually show you uh, some of the excerpts from the interview where he very clearly mentioned, this particular movie is based out of the life events and the specific event that happened in Sushant's life related to his death. And I'll read out, and I'm going to quote it from that interview. He says, uh, his wife, Saraugi, is producing a film on Ria. Can you believe this? How can somebody, like, we all know रिया चक्रवर्ती का इस पूरी मूवी के अंदर या इस पूरे इवेंट के अंदर इसका रोल क्या है, that led to Sushant's death. He is very categorically stating that Sarla A. Saragi is producing a film on Ria based on advocates' research. So, अगर आप लोग ने ये इस इन एडवोकेट को फॉलो किया गया होगा, तो आपने सुना होगा, इन्होंने एक बार ये बोला था कि ये सुशांत सिंह राजपूत केस को बहुत क्लोजली फॉलो कर रहे हैं, एंड ही इज मेंटेनिंग अ डायरी. ही इज डॉक्यूमेंटिंग एवरीथिंग इन हिज डायरी, where he's writing each and every single event, each and every single character who could have played a role in this incident. Imagine, in his interview he's saying that his wife is producing a film on Ria based on advocates research, and he very clearly said the film will be in favor of Ria Chakrabarti, the prime accused in the SSR death case. So, uske favor mein ye movie bana rahi hai. When he's already said that on an interview, how can that even be allowed? How can that even be allowed? Absolutely, Vishrut. Ashok Saragi, hubby of producer, plus who's the lawyer of, we all know. Now, guys, connect the dots. And that's what is happening. That is what is happening, guys. Uh, Absolutely. The family or the lawyer has not read. Yes, Jayanta Naik, that is the problem. That is the question I also have now. Uh, Not only have they not raised it now, they did. There was a message put up like few months back, अगर आपको याद हो, uh, even Vikas Singh, उन्होंने भी लिखा था कि any movie, any series, anything related to Sushant, they have to get approval from the family and the advocate. So I'm very shocked to see this happen. Now I'm gonna read out another important piece from that information. Uh, he said, and I'm gonna quote. He added that neither have they sought any permission from the family, nor do they plan to do so. According to him, every film is inspired by a true event. Any idea to make a film can strike on anyone's mind, and it is not a crime. He stated that the script for the film is almost complete, and everyone involved in the case will get justice with the film. How can an advocate, supposedly an advocate, say this? This particular interview happened somewhere around September of last year, जिसके अंदर इन्होंने ये categorically state किया था that script of this film is almost complete and that everyone involved in the case will get justice with the film. uh, उसी टाइम के अराउंड जब ये मूवी के बारे में बात हो रही थी, विकास सिंह ने एक ट्वीट किया था, एंड अगेन आई एम गोना कोट दैट tweet as well, that late actor's father KK Singh and sisters have decided that no film, serial, or book should be written or made without the expressed consent of his father and without the script being shown to him. He added that if anyone goes against it, they will do it on their own peril. Imagine, when the father has already stated, when the advocate and the family has already stated you cannot make it without an approval, how can another advocate or lawyer, even go about going against that? Doesn't he understand? Um exactly, a very valid point, and that is what, uh, Vihan, I also am raising the question, and this is my personal thing as well. And I would love everyone else to raise the question: why is the family quiet right now? Why do the people have to raise these issues? Why do we have to continue to talk about them? Why do we have to bring about all the injustices and fight this? Uh, I fail to understand right now. This is a very clear cut case of maligning Sushant. It is a very clear cut case where the entire family might be maligned. Uh, Above all, the most important point that you all have to understand, not only it is about maligning, uh, it is about creating a fake conclusion to the case. When he has very clearly written, I'm going to read that line one more time so that it gets, you all get poked by this statement. He says, notably, the film will be in favor of Riya Chakrabarti, the prime accused in the SSR death case. Can you believe that somebody is allowed to make a movie where he is clearly stating it is from the perspective of the prime accused? And I am gonna just base it out that if it is in favor, then they will eventually, the conclusion of that movie, the end of the movie will be that one, we've lost Sushant. Second, Riya Chakrabarti gets out of all of this mess scot free. That's what my conclusion is on this particular movie, and that is very shocking. How this uh, yes, Venki, that was another funny thing. I mean, if you look at the characters, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are asking, right? So let me just also tell you uh, who's the star cast. The hero who's acting in this, he has been known to play certain kind of shady characters. I will tell you exactly who is, and some of them are very particular characters they've picked, and I was shocked to see. uh, ईडी चीफ, ईडी चीफ अमन वर्मा. अमन वर्मा, जिनके बारे में आपने सुना भी होगा, उनको वैसे भी बहुत सारे केसेस में मैं ये तो नहीं कहूंगा कि फंसाया गया था, बट ही वाज इन न्यूज फॉर सर्टेन रॉन्ग थिंग्स. एनसीबी चीफ शक्ति कपूर. Shakti Kapoor will be the narcotics department. Do you even know? And I'm gonna state, क्योंकि हम boycott Bollywood तो कर ही रहे हैं, but we have been continuing this series back to basics. I'm gonna bring up another angle to this, and I will let you guys do a little bit of research as well. Shakti Kapoor has two kids. We all know. One is very famous. The other is actually even more famous. मैं बात कर रहा हूँ सिद्धांत कपूर की. सिद्धांत कपूर supposedly is now not only an actor but also somebody who runs a lot of these uh, pubs and bars as a DJ. He is a self-acclaimed uh, DJ, and a very famous and a popular one supposedly. Uh, and he's also known for a lot of things other than music, other than movies. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं इनके बारे में, बहुत सारे क्लब्स के बारे में जो आई हैं बाहर. Some of the rave parties, some of the drug parties that he's been part of. And the same family, agar मैं देखूं, uh, there is another article, and you should definitely go and read about it. We will talk about it because एक दिन हम फरहान अख्तर के बारे में भी बात करेंगे. That day will also, uh, I will tell you more about Farhan Akhtar, but I'll just leave you with one comment around Shraddha Kapoor as well. Recently, last year, there was a news article, and it's available in public domain. So, all the things that I'm going to say, of course, we can put a disclaimer, but at the same time, this is all available in public domain. शक्ति कपूर फरहान अख्तर के घर से श्रद्धा कपूर को बालों से पकड़ के निकाल के लेके गए थे बाहर. they were caught at फरहान्स हाउस. एंड ये वही फरहान अख्तर हैं जिनका मुझे अभी इस टाइम पे आइडिया नहीं है कि कितने इनके अफेयर्स, कितने इनके रिलेशनशिप्स हैं. सो आई डोंट नो एंड कहाँ कहाँ बिजनेस है. ये वही फरहान अख्तर हैं जिनके let me actually paste the link here. So okay, I'm gonna post this for you all to read. शक्ति कपूर का एक okay, and this breakup happened in 2018. So ये 2018 की बात है जब ये हुआ था. And yeah, so I will post it in, and I'll post it on Twitter as well. तो ये देखें, ये सब लोग एक ही थाली के चट्टे बट्टे. Now let me go back on. Yeah, give me 1 second. I will post the link. Okay. So there was a news. Okay. And they say it was a rumor, and but of course, ऐसे rumors जो होते हैं. Let me paste one article for you all. And here you are. So you guys should read this. He debunked. Shakti Kapoor ने बाद में बोला कि मैंने ये सब fake है and all that stuff. And but ऐसे आर्टिकल्स, ऐसे बाल से खींच के आना, या बेटी को फरहान अख्तर के घर से निकाला, why was it not done for anybody else? So there are so many things. Anybody can say whatever they want to. They can debunk. Yes, who can forget that? And let me just take. I didn't realize there are a few people sitting, so I'm going to take few of you already inside because I know pretty much all of you. So hello, Vishrat, Sachin, and V. How are you guys all doing?
I'm good, Varun. How are you?
Very good, very good. Very sad to see what is happening. But
yeah, I have a question. When was this news released?
Which news?
That they're doing a movie.
It was last year, October. If you remember, this article came. This even the tweet came from Vikas Singh. It was based on this news, so they already knew about it, and that's why Vikas Singh tweeted that nobody can make a movie, series, serial, or a book without approval.
But even, is it a chance? Is it a chance whether it's only focused on Riya, not about Sushant?
No, it is based on in favor of Riya. It is.
Okay.
And he very clearly, that's what I was reading, right? So he very clearly said.
वरुण जी, मैं एक बोलना चाहता हूँ.
हाँ, बोले.
I have the contact number of Vikas Singh ji.
अच्छा.
I have contacted him earlier also.
Okay.
Many times. That was 7-8 months back. In fact, he's in regular touch with me in WhatsApp. मतलब वो मेरे से कांटेक्ट नहीं करते, लेकिन मैं उनको रेगुलरली मैसेजेस भेजता हूँ WhatsApp पे.
Okay.
जनरल मैसेजेस, तो मैं उनको डेफिनेटली कॉल करके रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि ये मूवी के ऊपर बैन लगाया जाए या ये मूवी रोका जाए. एंड आई रिक्वेस्ट एनी ऑफ द सुशांत सिंह राजपूत फैंस और जो भी सपोर्टर्स है जितने भी, and if there are any advocates or lawyers among them, I think they have to step up and show some spine and try to stop this movie. And if they require any kind of funding or anything, I think they should ask for any kind of crowdsourcing or funding. I think people are क्या बोलते हैं, लोग जरूर उनको फंड करेंगे अगर एक केस लड़ने के लिए, इस मूवी को स्टॉप करने के लिए.
Glad that you brought that up, Sachin. क्योंकि यहाँ पर like I initially started this live, मैंने यही बोला था कि हम इस बार solution की बात करेंगे, and one of the solutions that I was thinking was if we should start tagging just the advocate, and that's why even in the thumbnail I really want to focus on Vikas Singh. See, I can understand family's perspective because Vikas Singh is the one who's representing. तो अगर हम सब लोग मिलके विकास सिंह को ही टैग करके बार बार प्रेशर डालें और पूछें, I think you've already brought that up, and I think I'm glad that we are talking about the same thing. So I think we should definitely do that.
वरुण जी मैं आपको विकास सिंह जी का कांटेक्ट नंबर आपको मैं भेज दूंगा.
Okay,
आप उनसे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
that would be great. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I just want to say short stuff.
Sorry, what?
I just want to say a short thing.
Yeah, yes,
Just
yes.
yeah, you guys carry on. I think my daughter is calling me.
Okay.
You guys carry on.
One thing I would like to say, rather than blaming family every single time that they're not doing this, they're not taking any action, we basically myself, I have not come for the family. I've come for Sushant. We all are here for Sushant, so we need to stand up and take action rather than just blaming the family.
Yep.
Because we don't know what they are taking action or not. We don't have any proof of that. So rather than just blaming the family, I think we need to stand up and take action.
So see, I'll tell you the only point. I've spoken to a few people today, okay, around this, and they have a valid point. I'll tell you why. We really want family to kind of do something or say something around this is. Because like you said, right? I'm also not here for the family. I'm not here for anything else. I'm here only for Sushant. But there has to be certain things. जैसे कि ये movie बनाना, this is not something where somebody is just sitting and maligning and we could stand up for the family. This is something even beyond that. This is something like more of an infringement of their rights. This is crossing the line. How can a legal case which is still in progress, can that be made into a movie? Because literally this is what is happening. So from a legal perspective, we cannot take a legal action is what my take on it. And I'll speak to more people now, and once Sachin sends me the number, maybe I'll speak to Vikas Singh as well. But from a legal perspective, I'll tell you, even when you're filing a complaint, you cannot file a complaint on behalf of anyone. The individual has to file a complaint, and in this case my take is somebody who represents the family or somebody who's part of the family can take legal action against them and block them rather than.
But Varun, we don't know whether they have taken action or not. Do we have any substantial proof that
Correct.
they haven't taken?
That is the
So
point.
we have to speak to Vikas Singh.
Correct. And that's why we
then
want to
we
talk to
can
them.
know blame the family or not.
Yeah.
We need to
Because
think
if this
about that.
movie gets released, then it is clear that no action was taken by the family.
Yes,
is the point.
definitely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now either we wait for that particular time, that particular date that the movie gets released or not, we wait for that, or else we start taking action. Right? That is the
Yeah.
point. But
I think we need to speak to Vikas Singh, see what is happening, rather than just waiting to the last moment and the news is and the movie is released. It's better off taking action now.
Correct. So I will definitely make sure.
Oh, okay. Sonia has sent a message. Okay.
No, this is not Sonia. This is somebody else. Looks like Sonia. I don't know if this is you.
Oh,
or
is it?
Yeah, because it says Sona Raina. I am always confused because people are these days using IDs or they have same names. So I just want to be very mindful that I don't know, Sonia, if this is you, because I see a Taraju.
I think your profile pic is completely different.
Correct. That's why I really want to be mindful. Anyways, so yes, absolutely. That's what our plan of action should be. We should definitely talk to the casting, and thanks to Sachin, I think we'll be able to do it. If we can talk, or at least if we can communicate with him and get a response, I think that will be great. That will be the best thing for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, sorry guys,
Yes,
can
you
I
should play.
speak
Yeah.
now? All right, hello everyone, Jai Bharat Sabko. See, this movie, it's kind of called Nyay with double A or something, The Justice. Okay? And in my view, there was another movie where there was a duplicate.
Yeah.
Lookalike was
Right.
of Shushan, right?
Correct.
Which was not banned
Yeah.
because family raised some concerns.
Yeah.
And the producers just came on all the platforms, including I think Varun yours and so many others, right? Like doing an Anshan or whatnot. तो रिपब्लिक पे भी आए थे वहां पे भी जिल्लत के पकौड़े खाए and then he basically left. Now this guy Sarogi, right? So I already posted. I'm not sure if you flashed that message,
Mm-hmm.
but Ashok Sarogi की wife है जो producer है is again and Ashok Sarogi, a lawyer of Bevda and so on, and now those narratives about tapering India from the Bevda deal. I won't name them, but I will just refer it to Bevda, okay? So you guys know. तो
Okay.
वो है, तो मेरा एक है कि किसी को अच्छा लगेगा नहीं लगेगा, but ये मेरा पर्सनल व्यू है कि family would know by now, right? It's not something that it is like Shakti Kapoor है या Man Verma Turkey है जो Shakti Kapoor including him, right? They both were caught into casting couch. और बीबीसी का भी था, वो स्टिंग ऑपरेशन हुआ था उस पे, तो बीबीसी का भी इंटरव्यू है, so you guys can go out and check बीबीसी इंटरव्यू शक्ति कपूर कास्टिंग काउच बहुत साल पहले, तो you will see. तो यानी ये थोड़े बहुत जाने पहचाने चेहरे हैं, बाकी जो एक्टर्स है मैं तो नहीं जानता उसको कौन है. मैंने अभी एक लिंक भेजी है वरुण आपको, यू मे वांट टू शेयर इट. उन्होंने एक 6 महीने पहले they did kind of a press release of this movie. मैं बोला है, मैंने पूरा नहीं देखा, मैंने सिर्फ मेरे को किसी ने भेजा, तो आई जस्ट हैड अ ब्रीफ cursory look and I just forwarded to you. You watch it and if sounds okay, then you can forward it on Twitter. मेरे हिसाब से family knows about it, and the reason they are quiet is there could be this is my view again, उनको या तो पैसे मिले होंगे या तो कुछ धमकियां मिली होगी to say that yep, we are going ahead with this movie. If you are happy with this amount, you take it and shush, or you try to raise your voice and you might end up like SSR. So कहीं ना कहीं कोई, और ये lawyer है, right? So lawyer would not do that mistake.
Yeah, no, he's very clearly said in his interview, Vishwat, and I'm gonna again, I've quoted it 2 times, but I'm gonna quote again that he doesn't plan to get any kind of approval from the family. He's very clearly written or documented in that interview. He will not.
हाँ, obviously क्यों, ये तो public में बोला, behind the scenes अपने को नहीं पता ना. So that is what I'm trying to say. कि behind the scenes या तो उनको कोई ऑडियो अप्रूवल मिल गई हो या वीडियो अप्रूवल मिल गई हो कि देख भाई मैं हम बना रहे हैं, are you okay, हम पैसे इतने देंगे.
Right.
तो फैमिली बोलेगी कि हाँ ठीक है, या बोलेगी नहीं बना सकते, तो वो कहेंगे कि ओके, इन दैट केस तुम्हारा भी वही हाल होगा कि जो एसएसआर का हुआ है. अगर किसी ने भी आवाज उठाई तो तभी तो वो बिंदास बोल रहा है ना कि आई डोंट नीड एनी अप्रूवल फ्रॉम फैमिली, राइट? तो यानी देयर आर टू पॉसिबिलिटीज, देयर कैन नॉट बी थर्ड वन.
करेक्ट. No, absolutely. और जहाँ तक दूसरी मूवी की बात रही, दूसरी मूवी डेफिनेटली वाज शेल्ड. उस मूवी का नाम था सुसाइड और मर्डर, जहाँ पर सचिन कुमारी, who is a lookalike of Sushant, he wanted to do it. Unfortunately, कहे उनके लिए, because they did start the shooting, but of course they did not get approvals, and it happened.
In the hindsight, I think कि वो मूवी को रिलीज होनी चाहिए थी, क्योंकि उसमें एटलीस्ट वर्ड तो था सुसाइड या मर्डर. So that would have been the actual story of SSR. Whereas this one, Nyay, the Justice, वो ऐसे ही वो मांग ही रहे हैं, वो कह रहे हैं कि हाँ भैया it is an inspirational movie based on the late actor. वो उसमें इंटरव्यू में ही बोला ये जो उन्होंने किया है. तो so in my view, that movie, even though the producer was little bit sort of उसका जो भी हो बैकग्राउंड, दैट मूवी शुड हैव बीन, मेरा पर्सनल ओपिनियन ये है कि वो मूवी रिलीज होनी चाहिए थी, क्योंकि उसमें एक वर्ड था सुसाइड या मर्डर, और वही था कि वेयर इट गॉट शेल्फ, व्हाई इट गॉट शेल्फ, अगेन पीपल वुड हैव
No. Again, irrespective whether it was in favor or against, pro या cons नहीं देखते हैं. जब when the case is going on, investigation is going on, they don't want anything like that. And anybody, that's a very factual thing, that you don't want anything to come out that could influence any way the case. चाहे वो अच्छे में करे चाहे negative में करे, doesn't matter. I think legally we should not even entertain anything like that to happen. अगर आप देखें, वैसी बहुत सारी movies बनी हैं on certain life incidents. चाहे किसी की भी देख लें आप, पाकिस्तान से रिलेटेड, क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेररिज्म से रिलेटेड, वो बच्ची का मैं नाम भूल गया हूँ जिसका मर्डर हुआ था स्कूल में, घर में, and they were saying the father or the parents were involved. Arushi. So all that happened only after the case was closed. You cannot make a movie when the case is still sub judice. So I think
it's not written anywhere, right? If that was the case, then CBI, who's currently investigating the case, must interject and say that,
which I will definitely talk to either Sonia, Vivekanand ji. From a legal perspective, we need to understand what is the jurisdiction, what is allowed and what is not allowed, because I don't think any of these agencies will have to like any kind of control over this. This has to be
someone has to be able to try to do a PIL. और एक चीज है ना कि like see in movie making, I know a bit and or two.
वरुण जी, मैं एक सिंपल चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ.
हाँ जी.
Straight away call रविशंकर प्रसाद जी, the Law Minister of India. गूगल सर्च करने पे उनके सभी ऑफिस के कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर मिल जाएंगे. सीधा उनको कॉल करके बोलिए कि दिस इज अगेंस्ट द लॉ, ये केस सब जुडिस है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सीबीआई को दिया है, इसके ऊपर कोई भी मूवी बनाना मतलब इट इज गोइंग अगेंस्ट द ऑर्डर ऑफ द कोर्ट, इट हैज टू बी बैंड. सिंपली लॉ मिनिस्टर रविशंकर प्रसाद जी को टैग करना छोड़िए, उनको डायरेक्ट कॉल कीजिए. चाहे तो मैं गूगल सर्च करके आपको उनके पूरे जितने भी कांटेक्ट नंबर से मैं भेज दूंगा.
हाँ सचिन, एक काम करते हैं सचिन, अगर तो सिर्फ कांटेक्ट नंबर है, then yes we should make a list and we should post it and I'll make sure it posts everywhere. But अगर वहाँ पर email address भी हैं, now I'm thinking if there are email addresses available of these, जो भी officials हैं, let's just again draft an email and let's have the button for this as well and then push it right away.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Sachin.
Varun,
Varun ji, if you need, I will provide all the contact numbers and email IDs of Ravishankar Prasad.
Let's do that, and I'll work on the content of this email. So अगर मेरे को वो email addresses मिल जाते हैं, I'll draft a basic email, and then let's create the button right away. I'm ready to do it right after this session, and hopefully in next couple of hours, let's enable this button and let's get it done. And meanwhile, obviously, अगर आपके पास विकास सिंह का भी email ID होगा, या if anybody has email ID for Vikas Singh, please.
Yeah, even email ID is available.
I really don't want to bombard his email ID, but this is something important.
कर देगा तो then they will not able to see it. If you have a personal, if you are sharing a personal email and then if you are bombarding, all they have to do is spam, and they will never ever able to see it. You will still see that yep, it has been sent, but the person will never ever able to see that email.
Yeah.
So, but before you do that, मेरा यही point है, सचिन रोबोट जो भी है, we have to find out when you say it is illegal or it is not, emotion से नहीं जाना, legally जाना है तो legally you have to find the clause, and that's why I think Varun said that if we have Sonia ji or some other lawyers like who knows कि ये क्या process होती है, अगर वो कर सकते हैं, कि movie making में I can copy your entire life, Varun, right? Without naming you, and I will say fictional story based on a true rumors. ठीक है, वो वही करना होता है. If I want to make, सबको पता होता है, public को पता होता है, but when it comes to law, कि अगर तुम बना सकते हो या नहीं. हाँ, अगर if I make a movie to say वरुण कपूर का नाम ही वरुण कपूर रखूंगा, your family member's name I will take exactly the same name. then I am liable for a lawsuit.
Vishud, वो जो आप बात कर रहे हो, that's a totally different scenario. That's a very generic scenario. यहाँ पर मैंने आपको अभी बताया, मैंने इंटरव्यू का excerpts पढ़े हैं, सबके लिए पढ़े हैं, जहाँ पर उन्होंने बिल्कुल क्लियर बोला है. So it's not a fictional story. He is very clearly saying this is a movie he's making, or his wife is made from the data points provided to her from her husband, who was writing a diary around Sushant Singh Rajput's murder mystery. This is in from a perspective of Riya Chakravarti. मतलब जब इतनी सारी चीजें बोल चुके हैं वो on public domain, then this is not a fictional story that they're making. Do you understand?
It is inspired, right? It is inspired from one sided of the story.
Correct. And inspired के लिए the case is. Anyways, I mean, I am definitely not the legal person, and neither are you. Okay. So,
Paranji, yeah, can I pitch in fast?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please.
Arun here. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
It's again my view and my opinion.
Haan ji.
This movie is made on someone who is sitting somewhere and thinking about this movie is made about a family who has lost their son. Can I take the assumption and presumption then?
Repeat that one more time. Sorry.
No, my assumption is this movie is made about someone's perception and assumption about a family who has lost their son.
Correct.
Can I take that as my purview?
I mean,
see, the view and opinion doesn't matter here, sir. Let's go by facts. And again, if you are blaming the family, we are towing the same line of that person about whom we had last session about. Okay, let's avoid at least taking a dig on the family. Yes, we can question why the family is not, maybe they had their own reasons. We can approach them. They are approachable. We can approach them and ask them for it. They may have the reasons. We can find the legal solutions for it. But let's not, tell that the family has taken money or family has done that thing. Yeah. That's absolutely incorrigible. It's my view again. I will not be listening to this if it's any more thing. Yeah. Okay, so that's my view, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So
definitely agree with.
Thank you. No, that's the thing I want to put in. Sonia ji has come.
Yeah, Sonia ji, I see.
Thank you.
I just have one point to say here. Varun, if you remember, I'm not sure if you have watched it or not, but there was a movie based on Gandhiji, right? So Gandhiji apparently was hit by 3 bullets, right? 3 गोलियां लगी थी, but there was apparently the 4th one that was fired, which actually killed. Okay, so there is a movie based on it. So what is currently happening, and this is again a very cheap tactics by the Thai, in a way, to say it is not 2 people were involved, right? SSR and Thai, if you just see in the case. So this guy, what they have done to what you are saying, what you have just said, that जो भी interview में बोला था कि diary लिख रहे थे, from Riya's perspective का है. So they are saying that since the first movie has not been made, suicide or murder, whatever जिसमें, there was a story based on the facts या जो भी assumptions था, जो भी belief था, from SSR perspective. This guy, just like she did the interview with India Today, कि मेरी story ये है, my side of things, right? This producer or whoever it is, they have said, okay, we are now happy because it is your stuff. We will make movie from your side. But at the same time, since Sonia ji is here, she could say that since the character is also involved from the other side, whether they are allowed to portray that character in that.
Yeah.
So that
but we are only speculating things, and there is already enough people who are maligning the family. So unless Sonia ma'am or any other lawyer, Sonia ma'am would obviously give us some information how to go about it. It's all speculation now. We don't have concrete thing whether the family has taken any action or not. So Sonia ma'am can give us some advice what we can do from our end and we can do from
And I'm really glad she's here. So yes, first of all, welcome back again, Sonia ji. And yes, tell us, guide us, walk us through what is possible, what is not.
Jai Hind,
Thank
Sonia
you,
ma'am.
Varun. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat to everyone. Three facts which I would like to bring quickly before you all. We have dropped messages to Mr. Singh many times informing him about it when it happened in December 2022 also, 2020, when there was this case filed by one guy called Manish Mishra regarding the same movie, saying that, it's to malign the image of Sushant Singh Rajput, which was not heard into. He challenged it in Mumbai High Court on February 18, 2021, saying that the plea should be taken into consideration and challenging the film based on the life. So what did the judge say? Judge say, how do you know? I'm quoting the judge. How do you know what they are going to do? So the petitioner said, my intent of coming to you is with clean hands is that they should not malign the reputation of SSR, as it is based on distorted facts. Nobody knows the real facts as the matter is sub judice. And after that, there was a statement released by Mr. Singh also, and I think family also tweeted about it that they are watching it, and when the time is right and appropriate, they will take action. So, guys, we should not put so much of pressure on family. I'm sure they're keeping a watch, and when something like this happens, they will take the action. And another very important point which I want to make and bring to your notice, maybe it's just my opinion, I can say. There are a lot of people who are saying he's alive. So is that a strategy to publicize this movie where they're going to show Sushant Singh is alive? So are these people or is this group of people supporting this movie or these set of people? So now connect the dots is not somebody doesn't have a patent over it. So I say connect the dots. Is that set of people working for someone?
Madam, can I intervene for 1 minute here?
True.
Yes, please, sir.
Madam, you just now said about someone saying that Sushant Singh is alive. He's running that narrative in his live channel.
Correct.
You know, that guy, within a single phrase, he's saying that SSR is alive and then we have to fight for the justice of his murder. I mean, can you believe?
No, see, categorically, if you see, he's correct. See, if injustice has been done to him, he's alive, he was attacked, he has faced all those issues. Somebody attacked him, he died, or he's alive, that's another question. But if something happened to him, he was attacked, he's in a brutal condition. Still, it's a case. I have been saying it from the very first day. Even if we take this theory, which is a nonsensical theory, but still, the case is there. If he was harmed, there is a case in eyes of law. We stick to that basic point. But the question is, if he's alive, why will Rhea Chakrabarti's lawyer or all these people who have been accused not bring him before the court and finish it once and all for them? They're going through hell. The industry is going through hell. Why will all these guys sit quietly?
Yep.
Madam, that is what I'm trying to say. This guy, this advocate, so-called advocate, he is deliberately trying to push the entire blame on the family and now on to Sushant Singh Rajput himself.
Yes, that's correct.
That is
But
the
sir,
main intention.
we can only debunk his stories by what law is. And I have shared the judgment yesterday on my Twitter handle. If you guys would like to go through it, please go through it. It clearly says whoever understands the plain English, they will understand what court has stated. Even Varun sir, I'll send you the link of the judgment.
Sure.
Please go through it. It clearly states whatever he has stated is stated in a very plain English. And if you interpret it, it says very clearly that there is one point which has to be investigated. High Court and Supreme Court judges sitting there, they use their mind. They don't run on assumptions and presumptions. They use their brain and the facts before them. Why will they still order the investigation on Priyanka Singh if he was alive? Why, my simple question, guys, forget about everything. Why will Prime Minister of a country tweet about a person who's alive? He's not a YouTuber or he's not a commoner like us. He represents our country. Why will he tweet and give condolence to family and to nation about loss of one of the finest actors?
Yeah.
So basically, we all need to, come out of this process where we have been whatever been feeding, we start talking about it. We need to actually sit and think what are the facts. And this order of February 18, 2021 is available on any public domain. You put the name of the movie and Mumbai High Court case for the movie Nyay, you will find this.
Yeah, that is true. I think I remember seeing that as well. So I think this definitely clarifies. Yes, I also, definitely would love to publicly take back that statement. Why, I was also asking why the family is not. Now I understand. Thanks to Sonia, for explaining it so well. That I'm sure they will take their due course of action when the entire narrative or the storyline is out. Based on what Sarogi has said on those interviews, I think we should still not base our judgment on that. We should wait for the actual, either the movie to come out or let me ask you one more question in that case. Even if it is based on, some assumptions or whatever they are doing it, can they still make a movie about a case which is still sub judice or still in the court of law?
Varanjit, this is a very simple term. As you rightly said, the matter is sub judice. Family is under instruction from the agencies not to speak. So we should not put pressure on the family, first of all.
Right.
Second, whether they can make a movie or not. But it has been very clearly mentioned by them that they cannot make a movie, write a book, make any kind of series without taking consent from the family. And if that basic law or basic point is broken, so yes, they can take them to court. Now the point is, we don't know, because we have been informed. I personally have dropped Mr. Singh many messages. He doesn't revert back, but my job, as all of you, is to inform him. Of course, last time, as I told, sister has reverted back on the Twitter saying that we are watching everything. So
Right.
guys, don't worry and don't malign the family. I request everyone, don't target them, don't malign them. I think we are not doing actually anything because we don't know any fact. They know 80 to 90% of the facts, and they may not be allowed to come out and talk to please you because it may affect the case adversely. Remember that always. We are not allowed, even हमारे आप लोगों के या मेरी family में भी कोई case होगा, we are not allowed to speak under the instruction of the lawyers or under the instruction of the agencies because it may affect the case.
Correct.
Madam,
So
what
please,
about
guys,
this guy? What about this guy, that advocate who is deliberately doing live shows to malign the family? And let me tell you, yesterday in his live session, this guy was saying that SSR was in Delhi from 8th of June, not in Mumbai. And he, you know what it did? वो कुछ कोर्ट का कुछ ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स था, वो दिखा रहा था कि जहाँ पे वो बोल रहा था कि कोई वो डॉक्टर राम मनोहर लोहिया का कोई डॉक्टर है, and he was present with him in Delhi on 8th of June or something. But another, मैंने ट्विटर पे देखा कि डॉन बॉस्को बोल के कोई जो आदमी है, उसने प्रूफ दिखा दिया कि ये जो एडवोकेट ने काम किया है ना, ये पूरा यहाँ ये थोड़ा एलिमिनेट करके ये वहां काट के एक झूठा he tried to send a wrong narrative here. Actually उसने क्या बोला है कि yes, on 8th of June, his sister had WhatsApp conversation with the doctor, and he sent the prescription on WhatsApp, and the court dismissed the allegation that Sushant Singh Rajput was present on 8th in Delhi. In fact, वो जो OPD का registration का जो भी है ना, क्लियरली कोर्ट ने बोला कि इट इज फेक. ये बात इस एडवोकेट ने दिखाया नहीं उस लाइव स्ट्रीम में.
सर मैं आपको ये नहीं, ये बिल्कुल आप जो बोल रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल सही फैक्ट है. ये कोर्ट ऑर्डर में लिखा गया है. इट इज मेंशन्ड देयर, इट हैज बीन आर्ग्यूड देयर. तो आप ये जो बोल रहे हैं कि वो फेक है, वो फेक नहीं है. बट उसमें जो पॉइंट्स हैं उनको एक्सप्लेन करने का तरीका, देखिए हर किसी लॉयर को एक केस को इंटरप्रेट करने का बहुत सारा तरीका हो सकता है, फैक्ट्स को इंटरप्रेट करने का तरीका हो सकता है. उसमें ये लिखा गया कि एलिगेशन में भी, कहीं पे प्रूफ नहीं लिखा है. सो वी हैव टू रीड बिटवीन द लाइंस व्हेन वी आर रीडिंग अ कोर्ट ऑर्डर. The very important thing is that. And second thing, मैं अभी वापस रिपीट करती हूँ, ये जो पूरी इंक्वायरी चल रही है सिस्टर पे, प्रियंका सिंह पे और डॉक्टर पे, वो इसी बेसिस पे चल रही है कि वो जो ओपीडी का फॉर्म था वो कैसे ऑब्टेन किया गया था, और जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन था वेदर इट वाज ऑनलाइन और नॉट। कहीं पे भी ये प्रूफ नहीं हुआ है कि वो 8th को वहां पे नहीं थे, क्योंकि एज पर रिया आप ऑल्सो देखेंगे वो 8th को घर छोड़ के गई है। तो ये जो फैक्ट्स है वो उसको इंटरप्रेट करने का तरीका है। मैं आप लोगों को अभी नीचे व्हेन आई लीव दिस आई विल पुट दिस लिंक ऑफ द जजमेंट हियर, यू गाइस कैन रीड थ्रू इट, आप लोगों को पूरा सच समझ में आ जाएगा। सो आप जो होता है ना, कोई भी ऑर्डर या कोई भी जजमेंट उसको एक पोर्शन से नहीं समझ सकते हैं, इट हैज टू बी रेड इन टोटलिटी। उसका आगे का पैराग्राफ, उसका पीछे का पैराग्राफ क्या बोलता है इन टोटलिटी, दैट इज व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट। I will definitely share it right now with you guys when I leave the stream. You go through it and check. उन्होंने जो वो पैराग्राफ उठाया था वो सिर्फ एक पैराग्राफ उठाया है बात करने के लिए, एंड आई हैव नॉट सीन दैट, बट मैंने बाद में ये भी सुना है कि वो बोल रहे हैं कि वो शायद उनका अजम्पशन है, उन्होंने सिर्फ ऑर्डर पढ़ा है। ऑर्डर भी पढ़ा है लेकिन ऑर्डर को टोटलिटी में पढ़ा जाता है, उसका एक पोर्शन नहीं पढ़ा जाता, क्योंकि वो आर्ग्यूमेंट था कोर्ट में।
Sorry guys, I have to leave, so I just want to quickly come in before I leave. Just a point that उसका ये जो भी movie है, they have released out a teaser, right, a trailer, and I just watched it. Someone just sent me that link, और also on indiatv.news.com उस पे भी आर्टिकल है, उसमें लिखा है कि they are not making movie just to cashing on SSR death and so on, blah blah blah, obviously, and they've got the teaser there as well, so feel free to sort of watch. It's only like I think 59 seconds or a minute or 2 seconds, but I picked up just few words of it. They did mention ye murder hai uske andar, so feel free to Google it.
Okay.
Because I think I cannot play this here because of copyright or whatever issues. So
Sure. All right.
Chalo, Jai Bharat to all. Bye,
Varun
Sonia.
sir, one appeal I want to make before leaving.
Sure.
I would like to request everyone, boycott all the Bollywood movies, no matter who produces what. If we don't watch it, it is going to go in the dustbin.
Yes.
So इनके पास black money है, इनको लगाने दीजिए, हमारा duty है, we will not watch it.
Right.
Until any movie which has been given permission by either by the family, and they have taken a appropriate permission from the family, then we may support it to bring the truth of SSR before the world. So till then, please boycott all the Bollywood movies, all these crap on all the channels and everything.
Yeah.
So that is my request to everyone.
Before
And Varunji, I will just share the link with you guys at the
yeah,
bottom.
before you go, two very specific questions, and then please उसके बाद आप जरूर चले जाएं. Pehla question, and I'm gonna base it on of this question, this comment that SSR Warriors she has put in. She says he has a court order written about his mental instability. Why take him? Now my question to you, and I'm gonna generalize this question is, कोई अगर ये किसी तरह prove कर देता है कि maybe they are mentally unstable or unstable, and they are supposedly they're not supposed to be in the public domain, but they still continue to do certain activities online. Why? Where? What clause? What action? Why can something not be done to stop such mentally unstable people who are documented as mentally unstable?
See, Varunji, I told you we can raise this issue with Bar Council. I have told many times. And on that note, when I spoke that day, I got a message from Vibhor Anand ji saying me, I will help you to raise the complaint against me and blah, blah, blah. And then inviting me to his channel, being very gracious to me to prove his point. He's very kind and gracious. So that is one point. Second point is this can be raised with the Bar Council. And third point, as SSR Warriors have clearly stated, these people, they can be affected more as because they want attention. And if they don't get attention, they will be baffled. So the best thing right now, guys, if you want to do anything for SSR, stop watching them.
Yeah.
Nothing more best we can do right now.
Yeah, that has become a challenge right now, and everywhere I talk.
मैडम, मैं आपसे एक बात बोलना चाहता हूँ. जब आपने विभोर आनंद जी के जो एडवोकेट के साथ, जो फेक एडवोकेट के साथ आपने जो कन्वर्सेशन किया, मैंने भी वो पिक्चर देखा था, मतलब वो फोटो देखा था. इमेज। तो जब वो आपके साथ कन्वर्सेशन कर रहा था तो कहीं ना कहीं हमको कुछ फटने की आवाज आ रही थी।
सर फटे ना फटे हमारा काम है। देखिए हर कोई वकील अपने तरह से काम करता है, वो मेरा काम करने का तरीका है, वो उनका काम करने का तरीका है। तो एज वी से कि वी आर ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स इन बार, हम लोग किसी को भी डाउन नहीं दिखाते हैं, और वो मैं अपने प्रोफेशन में कभी अलाउ भी नहीं करूंगी किसी को दिखाना। सो उनका फटे या नहीं फटे या किसी का भी फटे,
नहीं, मे बी आई
दैट्स
एम
नॉट
रॉन्ग, मे
माय।
बी मुझे शायद मेरी नेबर की कुकर का विजिल सुनाई दिया शायद, आई डोंट नो, बट आई वाज लिसनिंग टू सम साउंड्स।
But that's good. But what best we guys can do is not only boycott Bollywood, but stop listening to all these narratives. Because at the end of the day, he says it. He says it. It is all narrative. He's not telling us facts.
Correct, correct. And the last question before you go, we were thinking of doing this, maybe getting Vikas Singh's email ID and sending him these emails through the button. Do you think that that should be something that we should pursue, or should we not? Because here we are not targeting any actor or any production house or anything like that, where we are trying to send an email. Should we civilly send an email, one email per individual, or should we bombard his email ID? I really don't want to personally do it, because he's a very respectable advocate. But what do you think? What do you suggest?
Varunji, we should not remember he was recently elected as president of Bar Council of Supreme Court.
Correct.
So please address him there. Please address him on his official address.
Perfect.
And second, whoever has his number and all that, I have, but I would not like to, I don't share things without the permission. That is my one protocol. I follow very strictly because I have asked people also, I'll give them proof. But when the time comes and when people named him that, allows me. So what, I will not give you the number, but if anyone else can give you the number, please take, and civilly we can drop some messages saying that it is affecting us, it is bothering us. So why don't you take a concrete step? They may not reply to you, don't be disheartened, but yes, they are watching it. Never forget that.
All right.
We have lost just one person we are emotionally connected with, but they have lost someone from the family that can never come back, and that will never be back, no matter how much anybody tries.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm saying, be mindful of whatever you do, and please, a humble request to all people who are watching, please don't malign the family, don't pressurize them, don't talk the things which we don't know and the facts we don't know. So it's a humble request. And yes, please boycott Bollywood, no matter who makes what. We don't have to watch them. Watch regional cinemas, watch movies from other languages, where you can gain something, learn something. From this, gutter would have never learned something. It's more about drugs, how we can do them, how modern we should be, losing our own sensibility. And you know what is happening. Yesterday, a guy of 17 years old was caught by agencies selling he was told he has been stealing the high end bikes and selling it for his own personal benefits. 19-year-old woman who's into drug peddling, queen of Mumbai. So we have to see where we are heading. We really need to be mindful of things we are doing, and I request all of you, please keep an eye on your children. It's good to give them freedom, but it should be restricted so that the next generation which is coming should not be paused in the hands of the people who want to spoil this nation.
एंड वरुण जी, मैं एक और बोलना चाहता हूँ, आईपीएल, कल का जो आईपीएल मैच हुआ था बिटवीन मुंबई वर्सेस कोलकाता, इट वाज सपोज टू बी अ फिक्स्ड मैच, और किसी ने एक पिक्चर शेयर किया था जहां पे एक किसी बुकी ने 1 to 11 मैचेस का प्रेडिक्शन किया है, एंड टिल नाउ अप टू 5 मैचेस prediction has been spot on. And let me tell you, if today Hyderabad wins, then आप चल के आप दिमाग में रख के चलिए कि ये आईपीएल पूरा फिक्स्ड है, और अभी भी इन लोगों का माफिया का राज चल रहा है.
Sachinji, you're very correct. Actually, once I will request Varunji that he should do a show on how cricketers, betting world, and this film industry is connected.
Yeah.
There's a huge nexus which works in between them. So it will be an eye opener for all us commoners, and you will be able to know how many there's one reason I'm saying that. If you'll see, there's a pattern. All these actors, they marry a Bollywood actress or from someone from the industry. Reason being, there's a chain, there's an excess how it works. So if you can do a show on it, it will be great, an eye opener for all of us.
Very
And
soon.
Sachinji, I
Madam, you're
really like
absolutely
your
right.
DP.
Yeah,
I like your
Madam, thank you.
DP a lot.
Thank you. Some people are saying it's able, but I don't know why you're saying that.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Madam,
And Varun,
I'll throw some
before
light.
I
I'll
leave,
throw some light on your the connection between the cricketers and the actors. Virat Kohli, Anushka Sharma. Anushka Sharma belongs to what gang? You can understand. And then Rohit Sharma and Bunty Sachet's cousin sister, who is married to Rohit Sharma. And in fact, Hardik Pandya, the recent marriage.
Yep.
I mean, you can just understand. कहाँ से आ रहा है?
Yep. And abhi so recent most, right? Even the they're now getting into the what do you call the TikTokers and the उनको भी बीच में इसके involvement जो हो रही है. I think the latest one is Chahal, who's just got married. So all this connection is very evident. We'll definitely talk more. We'll bring this up.
and Varun sir, before I leave, there's someone writing on your private messages, don't give false hopes. Madam,
Yeah.
if you Mr. or Miss or Mrs. whatever, if you don't have hopes, why are you coming and writing? You're wasting our time and your time. We are very optimistic people. If you're not, please stay home. Don't spread your negativity here around. Thank you so much for coming, and please leave the chat now.
Yeah, this guy is
Thank you.
He's an ardent fan. He joins. He's been doing it for a very long time. So I think you're observing it for the very first time. I think this has been happening for the last 2 weeks or more than that. He comes with this name dot, and then he very positively, very nicely talks about and chats and puts all the messages. I try to block sometimes, and then again he comes back. I don't know how with the dot, but that's what it is. Anyways,
No, Varun sir, it's good. Criticism is always good. It helps us to move further. But full stop means his brain is also that size. So don't worry about it. Let's just carry on with our own things and not worry about him. So I would take your leave, guys. Thank you, and I'll share the link at the bottom. Please go through it. Thank you.
so
Jai
much.
Hind, Jai Bharat.
Jai Bharat. All right. Yes, I see Dhruv joined. I'll take you, Gurpreet, in a bit. Dhruv, I think you wanted to make a point and leave, so please go ahead.
No, let Gurpreet ji finish, bro. I'll wait because he was on the
All right,
stream.
बोलो जी Gurpreet. हाँ जी Gurpreet, बोलो.
ओके, तो देखिए बहुत सिंपल सी बात है. इस चीज को हमें समझना पड़ेगा. विभोरी बोलूंगा उसको मैं, क्योंकि बहुत इशू हो जाता है बहुत बार. तो विभोरी है जो, अगर वो जो भी बोलता है आके नैरेटिव्स देता है, तो सिंपली नैरेटिव से सुनने की जरूरत नहीं है. वहाँ पर रिपोर्ट का ऑप्शन आता है. रिपोर्ट करो चैनल को, लीव हो जाओ. वहाँ बैठ के कमेंट दे के कोई मतलब नहीं है. अगर हम उसके जितने भी चैनल्स है जहाँ पे नैरेटिव्स आते हैं, अगर यहाँ पर अगर हम लोग मान लीजिए 100 लोग हैं, 200 लोग हैं, अगर 200 को रिपोर्ट जाएगी एक साथ एक ही टॉपिक के ऊपर, तो यूट्यूब थोड़ा सीरियस होगा चीजों को लेके. और हम लोग हर जगह पर रेस कर सकते हैं क्वेश्चन इस चीज को लेके. लेकिन हम लोग ऐसा कभी नहीं करते. हम वहाँ जाते हैं, कुछ बोल लेते हैं और बोलने के बाद वापिस आ जाते हैं. हम उस चैनल को रिपोर्ट नहीं करते. और होता है क्या है, हमारे कमेंट से, हमारे इंगेजमेंट से चैनल और ज्यादा ग्रो होता है वहाँ पे. ये बहुत बेसिक चीज है ये. और दूसरा सा ये है कि ये बॉलीवुड को बॉयकॉट करना बहुत जरूरी हो गया. अब इसलिए हुआ है क्योंकि हर आदमी अपने फायदे के लिए आ रहा है इसके अंदर. आपने शायद मेरी वीडियोस भी देखी होंगी, मैंने कंगना रनौत तक को टारगेट किया हुआ है. बिकॉज आप बॉलीवुड के अंदर आप ड्रग्स लेके हल्ला कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ड्रग्स जो आता है हिमाचल से, आप उसके ऊपर आप कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहते. जबकि पूरी दुनिया का मालूम है कि अगर आपको ड्रग्स लेना है या वीट लेना है, आपको कहाँ जाना है, मनाली में कहाँ जाना है, आपको शिमला में कहाँ जाना है, सबको मालूम है. लेकिन आप उस बारे में कभी बात नहीं करते. आप एक पर्टिकुलर एक टारगेट लेके चल रहे हैं कि मुझे इसको टारगेट करना है, लेकिन अपने आप को सेफ गार्ड रखना है अपने रूट से. तो ये सब चीजें हैं, पॉलिटिकली से समझना पड़ेगा हमें. किसी ब्लाइंडली फॉलो नहीं. कोई भी आ जाता है सुशांत सिंह के नाम के ऊपर कि नहीं मैं न्याय दिलाऊंगा, ये करूंगा, वो करूंगा, चाहे विभोर हो, चाहे कोई भी हो, विभोरी सॉरी, कोई भी हो, हम लोग इजिली टैकल कर सकते हैं. पर उसके लिए यूनिटी चाहिए हमें. टैकल करने का एक ही तरीका है, इनको एंटरटेन मत करो, इनके वीडियोस पे जाओ, रिपोर्ट करो, वापस आ जाओ. कोई कमेंट नहीं, कोई कुछ नहीं, कोई एंगेजमेंट नहीं वहाँ पे. जब एंगेजमेंट कम होगा वहाँ पे, तो यूट्यूब का एल्गोरिथम अपने आप पकड़ लेगा कि भैया लोग आ रहे हैं, रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, समथिंग कुछ गलत है इसके अंदर. और कंटेंट को जब रिमूव किया जाएगा, तब आप रेस कर सकते हैं चीजों को.
Yep. I think मैं इस बारे में ज्यादा नहीं बोलना चाहूंगा क्योंकि मैं ना तो देख रहा हूँ ना मैं इसके बारे में सोच रहा हूँ आजकल लास्ट कुछ दिनों से तो मैंने बिल्कुल ही छोड़ दिया है। मुझे सेशन पे आके ही लोग काफी कुछ बता देते हैं या मुझे स्क्रीनशॉट जो भेज रहे हैं उनको भी मैं सिर्फ यही कह रहा हूँ कि जस्ट इग्नोर करे टोटली। पर दिस इज ऑल्सो अ गुड सजेशन दैट एटलीस्ट जा तो रही हो, अगर जा ही रहे हो और व्यू दे ही रहे हो तो एटलीस्ट कुछ अच्छा काम तो करके आओ, वहां रिपोर्ट करके ही आ जाओ। आई थिंक दैट विल बी अ गुड थिंग टू डू। Right. Thanks, Gurpreet. All right, Dhruv, I don't know if you want to go last, but I'll take Saloni ji then, and then let her say a few things, and then I'll take you. Hello, Saloni ji. कैसे हैं?
Can you hear me now today?
थोड़ा सा आवाज कम आती है आपकी, but we can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to say that Vikas ji is on Twitter also.
Yeah.
And we can, all of us can just ask whatever questions or whatever suggestions, or we can ask him to, defend the family at least, and some assurance that, people who are spreading false news or narratives about the family will be challenged in the court or something. Some action would be taken against such people. Because, see, unless and until from Vikas ji or from family side something comes out, this is not going to stop, and people are getting influenced by that.
Correct.
Which is harmful.
Yep. No, I think जैसे कि एडवोकेट सोनिया भी आई थी, उन्होंने भी बताया, आई थिंक वी विल लुक फॉर द ऑफिशियल ईमेल आईडी। जैसे ये पल्लवी भी बोल रही हैं, आई थिंक दैट इज पब्लिक इंफॉर्मेशन। So then we will definitely, create that button for his official email ID, and we will send that email. Plus on Twitter, we can all start tagging him for sure, because आपको ये भी समझना पड़ेगा, सलोनी जी, I'll tell you, अब मेरा तो वैसे ही बहुत छोटा हैंडल है, पर इतने सारे टैग्स आ जाते हैं। एटलीस्ट यस, ये मैं जरूर कहूंगा कि दिखते जरूर है, बट इट्स अ पर्सनल थिंग, राइट? व्हाट यू respond to or not, but at least उनकी visibility में आएगा। That's absolutely correct, and we should definitely do that. And that is the only reason, ये जब मैं वीडियो का जो टीजर वो बना रहा था मैं, कवर, तब भी मैंने सिर्फ एडवोकेट विकास सिंह को ही रखा है, because for me I think he's the only one who can maybe do something about it, or at least if he cannot, he is the one जो जवाब दे सकते हैं, हमें बता सकते हैं, चाहे एक छोटा सा मैसेज ही हो, थ्रू ट्विटर ही हो। He doesn't have to come out and do a video या कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस, सिर्फ एक ट्वीट करके बता दे कि what, yes, this is under our हम देख रहे हैं, इसको ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं।
वरुण जी, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन ध्रुव जी से है। ध्रुव जी, इज इट पॉसिबल, क्योंकि सुरद्धा पुष्कर का जो मर्डर हुआ था वाज रिलेटेड टू आईपीएल फिक्सिंग, श्रीदेवी जी का भी कहीं ना कहीं उसी से कुछ रिलेशन है, तो इज इट पॉसिबल दैट सुशांत एंड दिशा, apart from the other criminal activities, knew something about IPL match fixing? Is it possible?
I will not tell you about the possibilities or whatsoever, but one thing what I would like to tell you over here is IPL from the day one itself was scam. Lalit Modi is absconding for 7 years. But Freeze Damji just flashed up a comment. Lalit Modi is absconding for the past 7 years. And if you see the pattern of this, let me give you a little more connections here. Be it from Jasprit Bumrah till Rohit Sharma. Jasprit Bumrah is handled by Reliance. Hardik Pandya is handled by Reliance. Kunal Pandya is handled by Reliance. Mohit Marwa's wife, who is she? She's from the Ambani family. Rohit Sharma's wife is Bunty Sachdev's cousin. You people tell this. See, at the end of the day, IPL is nothing but something wherein you need to, it is for making money. And Arun bhai, I'm going on mute for 5 minutes. I will just get back to you. Something great has just happened. I'll come and let you know.
Okay.
Varun, I just wanted to say that, it's really painful when somebody speaks against the family, and family has to come out, either they issue some statement or through their Vikasji or something is very, very necessary. And I tell you, unless and until some threat for the legal in a legal way is thrown on such people, these people are not going to stop.
Yeah.
And more because they say, see, the family is not coming out, that means they are involved. And
Yeah. नहीं, उसका तो
he's very
he's
assertively he's saying that family is, I can डंके की चोट पे बोलता हूँ कि family is involved.
right.
Madam,
No,
CBI has categorically CBI has said family का कोई relation नहीं है. This is a statement by CBI.
But he's not stopping unless and until some action is thrown against him. He's not going to stop
Because he is being
Okay.
funded by
Yeah.
Thai का funding है.
All right. Let me add something.
Whoever.
Let me comment here. Okay. I think I'll add certain. I'll shed some light. Okay. ये कुछ पहली बार नहीं हो रहा, Saloni ji, and for everybody else, this is not the very first time that he's doing it. He's done it multiple times, starting from, if I'm not wrong, 2012, 2013 से. गुरप्रीत का वीडियो भी देख लें, वहां से भी आपको थोड़ा आइडिया हो जाएगा. Otherwise, there are many videos. Now, this guy has a habit कि कंट्रोवर्सी से ही जो पब्लिसिटी मिलती है वो सही चीज करने से नहीं मिलती. एंड ही टुक वन ऑफ द कमेंट्स बाय एनके सूद वेरी सीरियसली. एनके सूद ने एक सेशन में ये भी बोला था कि जरूरी नहीं होता कि जो हीरो होता है वो ही सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलर होता है. आप मूवीज में देखो अगर, तो मोगैम्बो खुश हुआ, वो हीरो नहीं था. गब्बर का डायलॉग, गब्बर वाज नॉट द हीरो. तो इसको वो कहते हैं ना, शायद ही टुक इट सो सीरियसली, इसको लगा कि हीरो तो मैं बन नहीं सकता, वो तो ना मेरी अकल, ना शक्ल, ना मेरी औकात. बट एट द सेम टाइम, एंड आई एम सॉरी, आई एम यूजिंग सर्ट वर्ड्स बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग यही सेम क्वेश्चन जो आप सलोनी जी आपका कंसर्न है वो सबका है. बट यहाँ पर इसकी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये अब इतने नीचे लेवल तक गिर गया है, इतने ज्यादा, कि अब लोग, मेरे जैसे लोग भी, अब मुझे फ्रस्ट्रेशन ये हो रही है कि हम लोग महीनों से इतना सही डायरेक्शन में पॉजिटिवली बहुत सारी चीजें करना चाहते हैं. बट एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम देयर आर पीपल हु आर जस्ट ब्लाइंडली, जैसे कहते हैं ना, बिल्कुल अंधविश्वास की तरह, कि हाँ ये जो भी बोल रहा है, जो भी बोलेगा सही बोल रहा है. दैट इज समथिंग सो ऑड कि मुझे अब उस पर अफसोस नहीं, मुझे अब उन लोगों पे अफसोस आ रहा है जो ये कर सुन रहे हैं. दूसरी बात, जैसे कि अभी सचिन ने भी बोला और बहुत सारे लोग बोल रहे हैं और बहुत सारे लोग कंफर्म भी कर रहे हैं, द फंडिंग इज हैपनिंग. प्लस आप ये सोचे, मैंने लास्ट सेशन में भी ये बात की थी, अरबाज खान ने जो केस वापस लिया है, देखें क्लोज डोर के पीछे क्या हुआ है वो तो ना आप जानते ना मैं जानता हूं, कोई नहीं जानता. बट जो पता लगा है वो ये, अरबाज खान ने अगर केस वापस लिया है, इट हैज टू बी एट अ कॉस्ट, कि तुझे कुछ चीजें तो करनी पड़ेंगी, एंड वी नीड टू सी द प्रूफ, वी नीड टू सी दैट यू हैव डन इट, अदरवाइज आई विल अगेन स्लैप मोर काइंड ऑफ केसेस ऑन यू. सो अगर उसको अपनी लाइफ बचानी है, अगर उसने जेल से बचना है या जो भी करना है, he will have to stoop to a level where he will just spew anything. मतलब कल मैं जिसने वो मुझे स्क्रीनशॉट भेजा, looks like he's inviting रिया चक्रवर्ती to his channel. Good luck to him, good luck to him कि रिया चक्रवर्ती बाकी चैनल्स छोड़ के, और to be very honest.
No, the funny thing is he's inviting the owner of the channel.
ये मैं सचिन एक चीज और बोलूंगा, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है अगर ये रिया चक्रवर्ती किसी दिन उसके चैनल पे आ गई, तो आप सोचो, he could put a clause with the अरबाज खान and everybody कि यार अगर तो तुम्हें इंक्रीज करना है और अपने नाम बढ़ाना है, you have to tell Riya Chakravarti to come to my channel. Just imagine the moment he releases that statement. If you remember, again I'm going to take you back to one of the lives that he did. He said, end of the world record, there will be a Bollywood celebrity who will come and you that I'm gonna keep it as a surprise. Can you believe कि वो कौन हो सकता है? कोई भी हो सकता है, right? From the gang, somebody who they might bring up at the very end, and it might end up being Ria.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. He is so well kind of connected in everything right now that I can't even tell you कि ये क्या next step लेगा. But हम लोग जो bother हो रहे हैं, I
वरुण जी,
think
मैं
you
एक
know
बात
what?
बोलना चाहता हूँ.
बोलो सर.
Even a criminal like Dawood Ibrahim,
हाँ
he did not become by himself.
हाँ
हर एक क्या बोलते हैं, हर एक क्राइम, अब मैं क्राइम तो नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन हर एक फसाद, हर एक इंडिविजुअल के पीछे एक, स्पेशली अगर उसका पहुंच आगे तक जाना चाहिए तो उसके पीछे बहुत लोगों का हाथ होता है. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल दैट दिस गाय कैन डू बाय हिमसेल्फ. इसके पीछे एक बहुत बड़ा फोर्स है, बहुत बड़ा ग्रुप है इसके पीछे. और ये जितने भी लोग उसके साथ लाइव आ रहे हैं ना, ये लेके नहीं आया, किसी ने भेजा है इसके ग्रुप में. मतलब वॉट एवर दिस पर्सन इज रनिंग अ लाइव सेशन, ही इज डूइंग इट बाय सपोर्ट ऑफ समवन बिग.
yep
ये
absolutely.
अकेला नहीं कर सकता. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल.
अरे आपको आज मैं इस लाइव पे एक चीज और बताता हूँ. अगेन मैंने कहा ना, कभी किसी दिन मैं बैठा और कुछ चीजें निकाली तो बहुत सारी चीजें निकलती है. This guy was shocked. This guy was shocked the very first time I spoke to NK Sood. And ये अपने आप को बड़ा कहता है कि मेरे गुरु, मेरे I follow him and ये वो. तो इसको समझ ही नहीं आया कि कैसे लाया. The next time when I got certain other people on the show, he was like, why don't you give me their number? Why don't you share their number? Let me connect also. एंड एक एक करके इसको हैरानी होती थी कि क्योंकि खुद ये बोल नहीं सकता, खुद इसका कोई वो नहीं है. अब तो इतना इसका बुरा हाल है कि अगर इसको अकेले लाइव स्ट्रीम पे छोड़ दो, ही विल रियली नॉट इवन अटर अ सिंगल वर्ड. इसको कोई मीनिंगफुल इसके सेंटेंसेस इसके मुंह से नहीं निकल सकते. सो ही ऑलवेज नीड सपोर्ट. ही ऑलवेज, ये जो नया टर्म इसने जनरेट किया अपने लिए कि माय टेक टीम, जो भी इसकी टेक टीम, दे आर नॉट टेक टीम, they are basically people who can speak on his behalf, who have been either provided a script या content जो उसको कवर करती है. तो ये सिर्फ वो लोग हैं जिनको थोड़ा बोलना आता है. and that's pretty much it. ताकि कल को ये फॉल्टर करे, कहीं कवर अप करे. और इसको यही प्रॉब्लम हुई थी कि जब इसने मेरे को फोर्स किया था वो लास्ट लाइव इसके साथ करने के लिए, I was quiet because people wanted to say things and he wanted to answer them. पर जब आंसर देने की बात आई तो इसके मुंह से कुछ निकला ही नहीं. तो इसके पास कुछ था ही नहीं. और इसने सोचा था शायद वरुण ने जानबूझ के उसे किया, जबकि इसने मुझे उसके बाद थ्रेट भी किया था, जो मैंने ऑडियो भी पब्लिक डोमेन में डाल दिया था, वेयर ही वेरी क्लियरली सेड, एक्चुअली उस लाइव के बीच में उसका फोन कॉल आ गया था जब उसने ड्रॉप कर दिया था कि तू इस वीडियो को डिलीट कर. तो दैट्स द रियल विभोर आनंद फॉर एवरीबडी. राइट नाउ ही इज बीइंग सपोर्टेड बाय सम I would say smarter people than him, not very smart, but yeah, smarter than him, जो इसको cover up कर रहे हैं. And that's pretty much what you're doing. I mean, that's what he's doing.
I can say these are the same people who botched up Sushant Singh Rajput's murder.
Yeah.
These are the same people.
Correct. I see, Dhruv, you're back. I think you wanted to share something or you wanted to talk something.
I think I've shared you a screenshot.
Yep.
Let's keep our fingers crossed on that.
Right. No, I think that's even what Sachin also mentioned. He's been sending messages, and a lot of other people are doing. They are sending emails as well around this. So
I
yes,
got to speak to him, bro.
Did you?
Yes. The call was only for 23 seconds, but I got to speak to him.
Wonderful.
He said,
You want to tell everyone, please?
No. He told me relax and wait for the right time.
Okay. All right.
Because everything has been seen. He just told me one word: relax and wait for the right time.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Okay. This 23. I started the call. Is this Mr. Vikas Singh, sir? He said yes. You're the person who's handling Sushant Singh Rajput's case, right? He said yes. I was like, something about the family. Even before starting the word F, he said, Wait for the right time, everything will happen, Ananga.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you for telling them, even though you didn't want to tell, but you already told. So thank you for doing that. Yes, I think Sachin had a question for you.
Yeah, Sachinji, please. I'm sorry. Tell me.
Yeah. That was regarding IPL, and I want to because I think I heard it from you only that Rana Daggubati got married to a woman who is actually some event manager of Bollywood parties or something. Can you throw some light on this?
I am not sure about whether Rana Daggubati got married to a woman who's like event manager or something. But there is one event manager associated in this team whom I know, who's basically from Bangalore, and he handles all these models like Rakul Preet Singh, etc., etc. I will not disclose his name because there is something serious happening on this incident as well with Shraddha Kapoor and all that stuff. So cannot do it because there are certain protocols that needs to be followed. But yeah, at the end of the day, what I can tell you people is by Ram Navami, there is something definitely good that is going to happen. That is 21st of April.
So the reason I'm bringing Rana Daggubati's name is because he is, you can say, the Kwan ka South ka director. He's the director of Kwan in South.
Exactly, sir. But at the end of the day, no. What happens is certain times you need to wait for the right moment to give out information. See, what happens is I have noted one trend. Whatever is happening on these YouTube channels these days is being watched. And corrective actions and corrective measures are made based on the statements given. Don't take me wrong over here. But many people blasted me, many people told me, etc., about DJ Savio on Vibhor Anand's show. That I came in between, I stopped him from telling the clause number 28 to clause number 42, etc., etc. My only intention behind that was if it is on a public domain or whatsoever. There was Advocate Sonia here. I wanted to ask this question to her as well that day. Unfortunately, even today, I wanted to ask her that question. She was not on the line. What will happen is, this person for the first time came out pointing fingers out on Republic. खुदा ना खालसा अगर इस लाइफ में कुछ भी हुआ, I don't want to talk about anyone, I don't want to take any pot shots on anyone, but my opinion is this: इस दफा अगर कुछ ऐसा हुआ ना, he'll take pot shots on the people, he'll start pointing fingers on those people and he'll walk out who are a part of his life.
Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but yes, Gurpreet, बोले आप बोले please.
हाँ, देखिए, अगर एक चीज की जा सकती है जो कि ये जो एडवोकेट है उसको किस बेस पे बेल मिला हुआ है बॉम्बे से, मुंबई से, उसके वहाँ पे वकील ने क्या क्या सबमिट किया उसके बारे में, कि वो बाइपोलर डिसऑर्डर में है, ड्रंकन स्टेट में रहता है, मेंटली अनस्टेबल है. अगर ये सारे एविडेंस अगर हमारे पास कहीं से आ जाए तो हम डेफिनेटली इसको रोक सकते हैं, बहुत इजीली रोक सकते हैं अगर टेक्निकल टर्म से बात किया जाए तो.
Sir, first and foremost thing, Gurpreet ji, first and foremost thing, don't take. आप खत्म कीजिए, उसके बाद मैं बोलता हूँ आपको.
नहीं हो गया मेरा.
Okay. तो सबसे पहले हमें ये चीज गौर करनी चाहिए. On his bail application itself, it was clearly mentioned and not talked about Sushant or his family.
नहीं, मैं यहाँ पे उसकी
if he's saying that then he is actually breaching that thing, ना? Because वो family के बारे में बोल रहा है अभी.
पर कौन जाके कंप्लेंट करेगा सर? कौन जाके एविडेंस देगा?
देखिए, मैं तो उसको ओपनली वीडियो में भी बोला था अपने कि भैया मैं केस कर दूंगा, लेकिन मुझे एक्चुअली पता नहीं था कि आगे ये दोबारा स्टार्ट करेगा, क्योंकि बीच में एक्सीडेंट बहुत चीजें बिगड़ी हुई थी मेरे साथ में, मैं बिल्कुल चेक नहीं किया था. सडनली बाद में मुझे पता चल रहा है कि सब चीजें हुई, इसलिए वापस में एक्टिवेट हुआ हूँ मैं. अदरवाइज पहले बहुत ज्यादा हाइपरली एक्टिवेट था इस चीज को लेके मैं. लेकिन देखिए, अभी भी अगर चाहे तो रोक सकते हैं इसको, बहुत इजीली टैकल करना बहुत इजीली है. ये जो एडवोकेट है बहुत इजीली है, ट्रस्ट मी. और दूसरा एक और चीज आपको बता रहा हूँ मैं, ये जो आईपीएल वाला जो रहता है ना पैसा, जो हमारे भिलाई में एक आम्रपाली करके एक वो है, क्या कहते हैं, एक एरिया है, मैं घर से हार्डली 1 किलोमीटर दूर, आम्रपाली करके टाउन, छोटा सिटी बना के रखे हुए हैं। उसके अंदर इलीगली इंडियन क्रिकेट प्लेयर्स, साथ में जॉन अब्राहम के पैसा लगा हुआ है उसके अंदर। और आज की डेट में वो जो आम्रपाली है, वहाँ पे 35 lakhs का आज से 5-5 साल 6-6 साल पहले फ्लैट दिए गए थे, घर दिया गया था, आज की डेट में खंडर हैं पूरे वो। उसके ऊपर केसेस चल रहे हैं, लेकिन कंपनी कोई जवाब नहीं दे रही है, और किसका पैसा लगा हुआ है किसी को कुछ नहीं पता इस बारे में अभी तक। कोई एविडेंस नहीं है सब चीज़ों का। जबकि उस समय खुद धोनी यहाँ पे आया था इनॉग्रेशन के लिए, थ्रू आउट सम सोर्सेस हमने सुना था ये सब चीज़ें कि भैया ये प्रोजेक्ट सफल होना चाहिए, नहीं तो मेरा जो पैसा लगा हुआ है वो फंस जाएगा बहुत ज़्यादा इसमें। ऑलरेडी मैं चल रहा हूँ, और बहुत सारे कनेक्शंस रहते हैं जिसके बारे में हम लोगों को पता नहीं होता कि जब हम बात करना चालू करेंगे तो बहुत सारे कनेक्शंस आ जाते हैं। अगर आप चाहे तो आप आम्रपाली के बारे में पता कर सकते हैं कि इसके अंदर धोनी का कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट है, कब हुआ था, कब कंपनी स्टार्ट हुई थी ये वाली, और जॉन अब्राहम के साथ किस बात को लेकर झगड़ा हुआ था, इस चीज़ को लेकर आप इजीली पता कर सकते हैं। सारे एविडेंस पब्लिक डोमेन पर अवेलेबल है, लेकिन इस बारे में बात नहीं करता कभी।
जॉन और बिपाशा के बीच में क्लैश क्यों हुआ था वो भी पता कर सकते हैं इसके थ्रू।
हाँ, देखिए बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं। हम एक्चुअली क्या, लोग एंटरटेनमेंट पर्पस के लिए लेते हैं, लेकिन लोग ये नहीं पता, जैसे मेरा शहर है, मेरा शहर भिलाई है, यहाँ पे आम्रपाली का एक एरिया है जहाँ पे घर बना के रखे हुए हैं, और घर इतने थर्ड क्लास के हैं ना कि आपको क्या बताऊँ, कोई रहेगा नहीं इस पे आके। ये इस हालत के घर हैं वो। और इसका पैसा कौन डाला था इसके आम्रपाली के अंदर? सीधा डाला था महेंद्र सिंह धोनी और जॉन अब्राहम। और उनका आपस में क्लैश होने के कारण भी आम्रपाली ही था। आम्रपाली के सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स फेल हो गए थे बिकॉज ऑफ द बैड क्वालिटी ऑफ हाउसेज जो उन्होंने कंस्ट्रक्ट किए थे पूरे, और लोग पूरे अगेंस्ट में आ गए थे, और कुछ क्लैश हुआ आपस में इनका और अलग हो गए। आप कहीं भी पता कर सकते हैं आम्रपाली के साथ क्या हो रहा है अभी भी।
Someone is saying that Dhoni's wife was director in Amrapali.
आम्रपाली में था ये, यहाँ सबको पता है।
And it was because of Dhoni's wife's closeness to that दारोसी का बेटे का नाम क्या है, विंदु दारासी.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
because of him only मैच फिक्सिंग का किस्सा बाहर आया था, और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स had to be banned for 2 years.
ये सब चीजें बहुत सारी कनेक्टेड रहती हैं आपस में, लेकिन हम लोग क्या करते हैं, याद नहीं रखते हैं, भूल जाते हैं हम लोग बहुत जल्दी जल्दी चीजों को।
सही बोला आपने।
लेकिन सब चीजें पता होनी चाहिए, पुराने इंसिडेंट पता होने चाहिए सबको कि क्या होता है, कब होता है, कैसे होता, नहीं होता है। मैं आपको एक और इंसिडेंट बता रहा हूँ कि मैं दोराहा में रहता था पंजाब में, 5 साल वहाँ पे रहा हूँ मैं। वहाँ पे ना मेरे घर से 12 किलोमीटर दूर एक फिल्म थी जिसके अंदर शाहिद कपूर और वो थी, क्या कहते हैं, रानी मुखर्जी। कोई क्रिकेट को लेके फिल्म थी, उसके अंदर क्या हुआ, सेट पे रानी मुखर्जी ने,
दिल बोले हड़ीपा।
हाँ, या दिल बोले हड़ीपा। तो वहां पे ऐसा हुआ था कि रानी मुखर्जी ने फ्लैग को फेंका था, और वहां पे जो लोगों ने अपोज किया उसको उठा लो, तो उसने उठाया नहीं था, और साइड में खड़े होकर स्मोक कर रही थी। जबकि उस समय ज्यादा इतना स्मार्टफोन का जमाना भी नहीं था, लोग नहीं कर पाते थे, बट स्टिल वो चीज हमने अपनी आंखों के सामने देखी है। और जबकि मीडिया में क्या बताया जाता है और न्यूज में क्या दिखाया जाता है और पीआर क्या बताता है, इनका टोटली अलग रहता है। तो हमको समझना चाहिए कि भैया ये लोग जो दिखाते हैं, जो बताते हैं, इन रियलिटी ऐसा नहीं होते ये सब। लेकिन हम इस बारे में बात क्यों नहीं करते हैं?
सर, जनता जो सो रही थी ना, वरुण जी, if I'm allowed to talk, जनता जो सो रही थी ना, वो अभी सुशांत सिंह के मूवमेंट के बाद जग चुकी है. Okay, point number 1. And one more very important thing what we need to understand over here is, हम आवाज उठा सकते हैं, हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, हमारी सुनेगा कौन? अभी गुरप्रीत जी ने ही बताया था कि YouTube में जाके रिपोर्ट करो. YouTube में अगर जाके रिपोर्ट करोगे या YouTube के लीगल टीम को आप ईमेल भेजोगे, वो रुद्रबा मुखर्जी करके एक SSR वॉरियर है. I don't know if many of you know him. I don't know what to speak about him, but when I was watching Sandeep Phogat's show, not Sandeep Phogat, उनका नाम क्या है, Style Rug जी show. On that show, he came and said that he had sent an email to YouTube calling out for violations. And YouTube got back to him in a very funny way. You can actually see that video if needed. So at the end of the day, no, YouTube का भी जो अभी AdSense है, ये है वो है, वो सिर्फ तभी बिकेगा अगर लोग उसको फॉलो कर रहे हैं. See, for us it is the justice movement. But for people, those who have killed him, and for others it is business.
Right.
If I'm talking wrong, Varunji, please tell me I'm talking wrong.
No. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because Data Pro यहाँ पर कुछ questions भेजना चाहते हैं. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see it in my account. So I'm trying to get that from him so that we could talk about it. So Data Pro, either you DM me again or else you can put your question here, and we'll be more than happy to take it.
ध्रुव जी, मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ को. I want to ask a question. Let us suppose if इस एडवोकेट के अगेंस्ट कंप्लेंट किया जाए कि ये बिकॉज इसने बेल में लिखा है कि he is not going to speak about SSR and his sisters anymore, but he is breaching the thing now. So अगर इसके ऊपर केस डाला जाए तो क्या ये इसको बंद करवा सकते हैं क्या?
केस डालने पर बंद होगा नहीं होगा पता नहीं, बट अगेन लीगल प्रोसीजर चलेगा सर. सी द ओनली रीजन व्हाट हैपेंस इज फॉर एवरी ऑफेंस देयर इज अ बेल. ओके, फॉर एवरी ऑफेंस इन द लीगल सिस्टम, मर्डर जैसे क्राइम को ही बेल है भाई. तो ये फिर भी किसी के ऊपर कीचड़ उछाल रहा है. आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू डीमोटिवेट एनीवन और एनीथिंग, बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल इज केस ऐसा बनाओ कि आदमी अंदर गया तो बाहर नहीं आना चाहिए.
Dhruv sir, namaste.
Namaste, ma'am.
I'm from Bangalore. I'm in Melbourne at the moment.
Okay.
So my question is, what is the best action we can take to stop this fake peddler? I know you said we will not.
We will not discuss it online, ma'am. See, because
Okay.
the very simple thing is the tiger who is hungry will never tell I will eat you. He'll just go and bite.
Yeah.
Why do we want to tell him that we are going to eat you and give him options to run?
Yeah. Agree.
No, don't take
Yeah,
it
we
wrong
can
in the
take it
wrong
offline.
sense.
No. We can take it offline and yeah.
Yeah,
No,
आपको एक और चीज
because
बता है.
One second, guys. So I just have to say one thing. Okay, I know everybody here is very motivated. I'm gonna suggest something here right now. Let's take this topic offline.
Yeah.
I really don't want to do it on a public podium so that we give ideas and suggestions. I'll be very honest. But if you are really genuine to the cause, if you really want to do something for Sushant, let's connect offline. I am gonna be the. Mera number is very public. Almost all of you are connected with me in some way or form. But I'll be more than happy to talk offline. And whatever we need to do, let's do it more discreetly than doing it on a public platform.
Sure,
What?
Varun. I'll connect offline.
Perfect.
No, madam and Varunji, listen to this. See, because what happens is when the motive has to be done in such a way that the result has to be got, we should not go around speaking about it like ऐसा करेंगे वैसा करेंगे etc etc.
Just act. Let's just act. Let's not talk.
Yes, perfect. We have to act.
मैं एक ही पॉइंट बोलना चाहता हूँ इस टॉपिक के बारे में. ये जो इंसान जो कर रहा है ना, प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि वो भगवान शनिदेव का नाम लेके कर रहा है और उसको ये नहीं मालूम.
नहीं सर, एक सेकंड. भगवान शनिदेव का नाम ये बंदा ले रहा है ना, उसमें शनिदेव का बीच में क्यों लाते हो? शनिदेव थोड़ी बोला.
नहीं, मेरी बात कंप्लीट करने दीजिए. ये भगवान शनिदेव का नाम लेके इतना झूठ फैला रहा है. दिस गाय इज नॉट गोइंग टू रियलाइज. एक बार भगवान शनिदेव का जब पलट जाते हैं ना, जब किसी के पीछे पड़ जाते हैं ना एक बार, तब उसको पीने के लिए पानी भी नसीब नहीं होगा. ऐसी हालत कर देंगे.
एक डायलॉग, एक इसी का डायलॉग मैं आज फिर से बोलता हूँ. बार बार आती है. इसने मुझे एक डायलॉग बोला था अभी रिसेंटली, शायद थोड़े दिन पहले, कि वरुण तेरी शायद 7:30 शुरू हो गई है. राइट, वो जो FBI का दरवाजा नॉक करना और बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें इसने बोली थी. अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि ऑब्वियसली किसी को भी दुआ या बद्दुआ दोनों ही नहीं ऐसी देनी चाहिए जिसको तुम जानते नहीं हो बट स्टिल मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि अगर इसने जेन्युइनली कभी जिंदगी में कोई एक अच्छा काम भी करा होगा ना, तो इसको वही काम शायद बचाएगा। अदरवाइज इसके जो कर्म चल रहे हैं उसके बेसिस पे मुझे नहीं लगता ये इसका कुछ भी होगा लाइफ में। he's I have so many people are अभी भी मैं मैसेजेस देख रहा हूँ व्हाट्सएप पे, मेरे को अभी भी जो आ रहे हैं, जो लोग ऑफलाइन करना चाहते हैं, कांटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, चीजें करना चाहते हैं। बात मेरी सिर्फ ये है, anybody and everybody, we will be able to do it till the time you come out and speak about it. We cannot do anything. यहाँ पर हम we are not here to create any kind of sensationalization या किसी के against सिर्फ टाइम पास करने के लिए नहीं। If you really want to do something about it, then come up with facts, come up with evidences. Don't be another Vibhor. Just come out with facts and we will definitely take action against it. So इसको ज्यादा इसके बारे में बकवास बात करनी ही वेस्टेज ऑफ टाइम मुझे भी लगती है अब तो, इसीलिए I keep on ignoring him as much as I can.
Varun bhai, if you allow me to speak, I would humbly request you to take your statement back on Sade Sati. Sade Sati is not bad for anyone. ये 7.5 साल जो शनिदेव हमारी जिंदगी में आते हैं ना, he comes like a teacher. वो हमें इसीलिए नीचे गिराते हैं ताकि हमें दिखा सके कौन मुश्किल के टाइम पर हमारा साथ निभाएगा.
Okay. ठीक है sir. I'll go with that. Okay, before I let anybody else, I am making an exception. I don't know why. Taurus girl, whosoever you are, you wanted to come in. I don't know what you want to say. Please do it. I hope you maintain the decorum, and because I don't know who you are.
Hello.
Yes.
I want to share you few things related to Nyay movie. When initially I read on newspaper Mumbai Mirror that Nyay movie is coming, I went on 24/7 spree of messaging Nilotpalji, of messaging Vikas sir, of messaging Shweta ji, SSR sister. Okay, I am really not against anybody of them, but if Nilotpal ji could have given a reply after a blue tick that he will do something, movie release could have stopped. In fact, production also could have stopped. Okay, point number 1. Point number 2, Vikas advocate. I personally WhatsApped him too to stop the production, to send them legal order not to produce that movie further. He said with a thumbs up, but he did not initiated any actions further. I messaged Shweta on Twitter also. She might have overlooked or something happened. She might have not, but it was on public domain via Mumbai Mirror newspaper and from other outputs also that movie is about to be made. उन्होंने रोका क्यों नहीं?
अब थोड़ा सा लेट आई हैं Taurus girl. We've already spoken about this, and हमने इसके बारे में बात भी करी है कि विकास सिंह will definitely take action and he will. Yes,
you know वरुण जी कि मेरा उस वक्त मेरा खून खोल रहा था. मैंने मेरी तरफ से लाख कोशिश की कि हाँ मूवी बंद हो जाए, प्रोडक्शन बंद हो जाए, लेकिन उन्होंने बंद नहीं की. वो अपोजिट साइड के पर्सन ने ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था. सरोगी के पर्सन ने, वहां से कोई है जो म्यूट नहीं कर रहा है.
Yeah, no, I think
वहां से कोई म्यूट नहीं कर रहा है.
जी मैडम, मुझे आपकी एज पता करनी, कितनी एज है आपकी?
37.
ओके. नहीं एक्चुअली क्या इसमें ना बहुत ना वो आवाज जो है ना आपकी, वो थोड़े ऐसे बुजुर्ग लोग होते हैं ना एकदम से बुजुर्ग.
नहीं, मेरी एज 37 है. अभी मैं चिल्ला भी रही थी मेरे बिल्ली के ऊपर. मेरी एज 37 है. लड़की फ्रैंक एज बोलती है, कोई झूठी एज बोलती.
नहीं मैम, मैं वो चीज नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. एक्चुअली क्या आपकी आवाज से ना लग रहा था जैसे कि थोड़ा बुजुर्ग, और कुछ नहीं है.
बेसिकली पर्सनल इशू भी है, इसलिए मेरी आवाज ऐसी आ रही है.
ओके. सॉरी, मुझे पता नहीं था इस चीज को लेके. अच्छा, मैं वो थोड़ा शॉर्ट था कि शायद वो एजेड है, आप थोड़े से बात करते
No, I am 37. And secondly, I forgot and I just slipped Varun sir's that segment which you discussed with Nyay movie.
Right. राइट राइट नहीं, हमने उसके बारे में बात की थी, एंड अगेन विद ऑल ड्यू
सर हम वो बंक किए. आई केम इन हियर वेरी लेट. कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी व्हाट यू डिस्कस्ड?
श्योर श्योर. सो मैंने वही बताया आपको कि हमने जब इनिशियली बात की, सोनिया, एडवोकेट सोनिया भी यहाँ आई थी, उन्होंने भी कुछ चीजें क्लैरिफाई की. ध्रुव इज आल्सो हियर. बेसिकली ये एक जजमेंट भी है जो हम शेयर करेंगे, ट्विटर पे भी शेयर करेंगे, अदरवाइज आई विल शेयर इट हियर एज वेल एक बार फिर से. जहां पर उन्होंने, जब तक स्टोरी लाइन, जब तक वो सब कुछ वैलिडेट नहीं होता, तब तक ऑब्वियसली दे कैन नॉट बी अ लीगल एक्शन टेकन. बट द एडवोकेट एंड द फैमिली हैज, मतलब उन्होंने ऑलरेडी कह चुके हैं कि वी आर कीपिंग अ क्लोज वॉच ऑन दिस. अगर कुछ होगा देन अप्रोप्रिएट एक्शन विल डेफिनेटली बी टेकन.
And basically the movie is releasing on 11th of June, tentative date of 14 June 2021, and the date is totally hurting me. That movie is hurting me. I saw the teaser for 1 minute. I was just so shocked. How could they portray SSR on such a negative face? How could they just make a Devi like portray of Reha in front of CBI cop, and that CBI cop is acting like Nupur ji.
Yeah. Shafali, I
It is
think, is the actress who's looking exactly like, that. Yeah, I think I saw that image as well.
टॉरस
that
गर्ल जी, आई कैन टेल यू वन थिंग. ये मूवी को हम लोग सब लोग मिलके रोकेंगे.
हमें रोकना चाहिए, नहीं तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं थिएटर में जाके पोस्टर फाड़ दूं. इतना
नहीं
गुस्सा आ रहा है
नहीं,
अजय जी.
we will stop it. Don't worry, we are going to do it. Don't worry.
एक तो सीबीआई जस्टिस नहीं देता, ये एक टेंशन. मूवी रिलीज हो गई है, वो टेंशन. वो रेहा घूम रही है आराम से, वो टेंशन. कितना टेंशन हम झेलें?
No, we are going to put lot of pressure on विकास सिंह जी. इनफैक्ट मैं तो, मेरे पास इनफैक्ट अगर आप चाहिए वरुण जी, पीएमओ जी का नंबर है, पीएमओ का नंबर है, एचएमओ का नंबर है. अगर आप चाहते हैं तो मैं आपको सभी व्हाट्सएप कर देता हूँ, कोई प्रॉब्लम
वरुण
नहीं है.
जी, आप वो बटन बनाते पता है ट्विटर पे, गोल्डन बटन, वैसा आप प्लीज बना के भेजेंगे ट्विटर पे, ताकि हम न्याय मूवी को रोक सके.
Sure. Yeah, मैं अब इस लाइफ बस अब खत्म करने वाला हूँ, another 10 minutes. उसके बाद I'm gonna work on those
हाँ,
buttons.
मैं सिर्फ ये न्याय मूवी के सेगमेंट के ऊपर बोलना चाहती थी. मेरा बात करके हो गया सर, और आपसे मिलके भी फिर से अच्छा लगा.
Thank you so much. Take care.
चारदी कला.
Chardi. Okay. Thank you जी. Good. Yes. गुरु जी बोले.
आवाज आ रही है?
आ रही है.
न्याय मूवी का प्रोड्यूसर कौन है पता है? मतलब
Yeah.
मैंने सेशन मिस कर दिया है, इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ.
या सरोगे की वाइफ है प्रोड्यूसर.
श्रुति मोदी की वकील की वाइफ.
करेक्ट. या तो वो तो we've already connected the dots. वही उसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे. ओके, लेट मी टेक दिस आंसर. ये लुक्स लाइक हमारे चैट सेशन में भी लोग आ गए हैं, तो एंड एज यूजुअल आई लव टू टेक पीपल जो उल्टे सीधे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. सो व्हाई डिड वरुण डिस्क्लोज दैट ही न्यू सुशांत सिस्टर वेल बिफोर द मिसहैप? पहली बात, मैं यहाँ पर यूएस में पिछले 10 साल से हूँ, तो अब मैं एक एक करके सबका डिस्क्लोज कैसे करूं कि मैं किस किस को जानता हूँ, पहली बात. बट जब मैंने सेशन शुरू किया था, इट वाज अ नोन फैक्ट. ओके, सो ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट अनदर काइंड ऑफ हिस्टीरिया, ये सिर्फ एक वो कहते हैं ना, लिटरल सेंस में चोमू ही कर सकता है. इवन ही न्यू इट के, और इस, एंड नाउ आई फील दैट वाज द ओनली रीजन व्हाई ही रीच्ड आउट टू मी, बिकॉज ही सॉ माय कनेक्शन टू द सिस्टर. और जहां तक रही जानने की बात, वो उनको मैं जानता ऑन अ वेरी like occasional manner. I've met them 2 or 3 times even before this thing happened. So उसके बाद तो मैं मिला भी नहीं हूँ. तो ये बिना मतलब का ये लॉजिक देना कि I knew and I did not disclose it. I don't have to disclose anything about my personal dynamics with anybody. That is not the point. And मैं पहले शो से ही, सेशन से ही, क्योंकि the moment I started, I'll just end it on that is, जब मैं आरजे था, आई वॉज मोर एक्टिव ऑन फेसबुक, और फेसबुक पे यू कैन ऑल सी हु ऑल आई हैव बीन कनेक्टेड विद. मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी बोला था, मैं बहुत सारे ऐसे बॉलीवुड के एक्टर्स और एंटरटेनर्स उनके साथ भी कनेक्टेड हूँ. तो उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि मैं जाके किसी को जस्टिफिकेशन देने बैठूंगा. एंड यू एंटरटेन विभोर वेल. आई डिड नॉट एंटरटेन हिम, आई वॉज एन आरजे. and as an RJ, that's what you do. आप अगर जहाँ पर भी हैं, I hope you are in India. आपने भी RJs को देखा होगा, लोग आते हैं, interviews लेते हैं, and that's what it is. So again, I'm not gonna. So you could have boycotted Vivorville from day one. Yes, that's what I did. जब तक Bollywood cleanup चल रहा था, उसके बाद the moment it went to the other side, when it changed gears, I boycotted. So I don't think I have to entertain any more questions from you. Thank you so much for asking this. So as RJ, you support fake narrative. As an RJ, I don't support anything. We have to be neutral, just to be fair. We have to let everybody speak, and that's what I'm continuing to do, and I will continue to do that. So thank you for joining.
वरुण जी, मैं एक बोलना चाहता हूँ,
हाँ.
जो लोग नेबुलाइजर को ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर बना के प्रूफ दिखाते हैं, जो कॉमन एक्सरे अवेलेबल है ऑनलाइन पे, वो दिखा के बोलते हैं कि ही इज बीइंग शॉट इन ऑन हिज फुट. अगर ऐसे लोगों के नैरेटिव्स को अभी अगर हम बिलीव करना शुरू करेंगे, then what can we say?
Yeah. So let's change gear, and next 15 minutes के लिए I just want to focus. Somebody has sent me certain tweets, and मैं उनको retweet करूँगा थोड़ी देर में. But at this point of time, I would love to know. I don't know much about them, so I'm gonna just throw these two names. Does any one of you know Zayed Chaudhary and Faizan Kadawala? And anything that you wanna? Anything? Okay, looks like we'll all have to do a little bit of investigation and a little bit of research. These two names, they have come from Twitter. That there is definitely some connection between Imtiaz Khatri, Zayed Chaudhary, and Faizan Kadawala. And Freeze, I don't know if you're also listening, and even you, Sachin, and Dhruv. I think everybody.
Varun bhai.
Yeah.
Zayed Khatri is Sadaf Zayed Khatri, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's a forensic trader and a full-time forensic groomer. He's from Manchester, England. So this might be a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the next name you took?
The second name was Faizan Kadawala.
One second. I'm placing you on mute. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think even what I'll do is I will speak about them once I know more about them. I don't want to kind of, again, start any kind of rumors, but these two names, this is a tweet which has been shared with me, and they wanted to see if there was any information around them. Yeah, okay. I will. Faizan Kathawala. Okay. Kadawala, sorry. All right, so we'll talk about them. I'm
Faizan Kadawala, bro.
Yeah.
Faizan Kadawala, I'm sorry. You continue. You finish. I'll speak later.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Faizan Kadawala also looks for the moment now suspicious, because if you just put Faizan Kadawala in Google as well, leaving the information what I just verified on phone as well, you'll see a lot of photos.
Yeah.
Just open your Google browser and put Faizan Kadawala and show it to the people.
Right. No, I want to hold off right now. I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna do some kind of background. I think I see Shefali was also saying something in the chat, and she's here. Hey, Shefali. You're mute, Shefali, if you're talking.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yeah, so you talking about these two guys, no? So I'd also come across this tweet. So it is actually an information which is on Quora, Quora. If you guys read it.
Correct.
So what happened was, do you want me to discuss about that information now, or you want to do it
Sure.
later?
Why not? If you have information, yes, absolutely. Till the time you have it.
Okay, not about these guys, but that information on Quora, it says that there is somebody who's an insider of Bollywood who has anonymously written there that she is a dancer, like she's learned dance and all from somebody in Bollywood. So she says that these two guys, जिनका आपने नाम लिया अभी, these two guys posed as CIU officers, crime intelligence unit officers, and went to Sushant's house to threaten him. In order to probably extract money or information or whatever reason it might be. But this is what the information is on that this thing, that they posed as CIU officers and went to Sushant's house and they threatened him after he did not succumb to whatever they was asking him for. They murdered him, and before they murdered Disha as well only. So these two names are there mentioned in Quora itself.
Yeah, and I'm reading that note. Again, guys,
Yeah.
I don't want to kind of start another thing, but based on, it's still on Twitter. I'm gonna just make sure you guys can read it. It's an image of text that has been posted, and there is mention of Zaid Chaudhary and Fezad Kadawala that has been listed. And this post itself was done on November 22nd, 2020. So this is not something new, and it is available both on Google as well as Quora. And there is no kind of, there is a disclaimer there. You can check in Google. I'm not accountable or responsible for the authenticity of this information. So that disclaimer is also there. So we should definitely do a little bit of investigation before we start again something, new distraction or something. But yeah, that's what it is, and I'll share
And
it.
I also feel that Imtiaz Khatri is probably in India only. मुझे नहीं लगता that he's somewhere outside, because it's not that easy. Secondly, NCB, CBI, and all these people do send out lookout notices, and they have before also. Even in NCB ka case, they sent out lookout notices. Even for Sachin Vaze's case, that girl who was caught, Meena George or somebody, उसको भी airport पे पकड़ा था. So they issued lookout notices. So even if Imtiaz Khatri would have probably ran away before CBI came, that's a different thing. But अभी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि probably he's there, probably he's somewhere safe, because if you search on Google Imtiaz Khatri, the first thing that comes is he's an alleged suspect in Sushant Singh Rajput's case. So probably he's not. I feel like he's not somewhere else. I feel like he's here in Mumbai itself.
He
Yeah.
belongs to NCP party, so obviously he'll be in Maharashtra and Mumbai only.
No, I think I don't know, Dhruv, if you want to add something, but I think based on what was available, looks like he ran away and he was last spotted in Bali or something like that, right?
Because see, I had few friends in Lombok, in Oberoi, Bali, so I did reach out to few of them. So
Okay.
पता होता है लोगों को, अगर कोई आता है या कहीं आता है जाता है. अगर नहीं भी पता होता है, it's a different thing. But according to their knowledge, some of them, they said that he's not in Bali per se.
Okay.
So I don't know. Obviously I'm not
Sure.
sure, but
Sure. Okay.
Varunji, I want to say one thing.
Yes, please.
Recently, a few days back, I don't know whether a fortnight back or something, Amit Shah ji met Sharad Pawar ji. They had a meeting. And when media asked Amit Shah ji ki ye meeting kiske baare mein tha, then Amit Shah ji told that हर चीज मीडिया में डिस्क्लोज नहीं की जाती. I have a strong feeling that currently central government or all the agencies are just waiting for this corona phase to get over. After that, all the heads
can
will
I
start.
tell you what the meeting was about?
Okay. Go ahead.
The meeting was actually so what happened. Pawar had actually asked Amit Shah ji to he basically told Amit Shah that okay, we are going to give you all the support that you need. We are going to give you all sorts of support basically from Sharad Pawar. But he also said that in return, you can make Devendra Fadnavis the chief minister, but we want the home ministry because they want the police to be under them in Maharashtra. So Sharad Pawar told Amit Shah that we want the home ministry to be under us, लेकिन आप chief minister Devendra Fadnavis को बना दो. So Amit Shah had actually rejected it. He said that no, there's no way that is going to happen. So according to what I know, this is what the whole meeting was about. You know that Sharad Pawar wanted to offer his support, and in return he wanted the home ministry under him only. But Amit Shah actually refused for the same.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I see a lot of people definitely want to connect offline. Yes, guys. So I will post my number. Whosoever wants to connect, please do so here. And like I said earlier, I'm going to repeat it one more time. It's time to act, not to respond or react online. So if anything you want to say around, how to handle or how to tackle this, let's do it in a more offline mode. Let's not do it on public forum, and let's curb everything right now. It's enough is enough. Kyunki ab, I've already mentioned it multiple times tonight also on this live. The kind of things coming out, he stooped to a all-time low, and I don't know or kitna girenge ye log. And unfortunately for those people who are just blindly supporting, or somebody mentioned in the chat, I really agree with that. That now the things are coming out of other people's mouth who are not even in India. So he can now start putting words in everybody else's mouth, और अपने मुंह से ना निकाल के दूसरों को स्पॉट पे डाल के कि मैंने तो बोला ही नहीं था, या तो किसी और ने बोला.
Varun ji, nothing can go below supporting Nirbhaya rapist. He has already hit the rock bottom.
Yep, that is so true. इससे ज़्यादा और क्या गिरेगा. Anyways, so yes, I think we will continue doing this. जैसे कि मैंने कहा था, हर सेशन पे minimum I would spend minimum time on him, but unfortunately he takes up a little more time than 15 or 5 minutes. But end of the day, we'll continue talking about this. Is movie ke liye bhi we have a plan of action. We will share more details. Thanks to Advocate Sonia who joined and gave some insights. And thanks to you, Sachin, for sharing certain things that you have, even on WhatsApp. I will now, right after this.
Yeah, no issues. If you want any other information, I am willing to share.
Yes, we will work on it together. It's not my thing. We all have to work together, and I'm going to reach out to certain people offline and let's talk. Let's get right things done for this cause. और जहाँ तक रही इस movie के बारे में न्याय, I really appreciated Sachin the way you told the Taurus girl कि आप फिक्र ना करें, ये movie नहीं आने देंगे. That's the motivation we all need. That we will definitely not let this happen. No point in questioning or arguing against the family or saying anything around the family. Let's just make sure we do our things that we can do in our capacity. We have some contacts now, and those buttons will also be enabled. Hopefully by tomorrow, I'm going to work on it, and then there we go. So I'm going to end the session. Let's start with you, Shefali. Anything else आप कहना चाहती हैं?
No, that's it. I think yes, we'll definitely not let this movie come. We'll definitely not let it flourish also, even if it comes, because case agar karegi bhi family, so I'm sure it's going to go for so long that the movie might be released and then later also they'll be fighting for it, and then the movie might come down after being released. It might happen, but definitely we'll boycott it as badly as we can, and we will not let this come out. And it's absolutely wrong the way they are. If they're trying to show Ria in a good light, which their friend Vibhor is also doing, then to I don't know. It's going to be like all hell will break loose. People will get so angry that they know also. I'm sure they know.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Shefali. All right, Sachin, anything?
Yeah. Apart from the law minister, I think we should even contact the I&B minister Prakash Javadekar ji, because पहली बात थिएटर में ये कोई कुत्ता भी नहीं देखेगा इस मूवी को. So surely these people will go for OTT release.
Yep.
And OTT is under the control of I&B ministry.
Correct.
So we should contact him.
And that's my fear, Sachin, क्योंकि मुझे तो guarantee है ये OTT पे ही आने वाली है because of the corona wave in India. I don't think theaters will open up anytime soon.
I don't think theaters will open till September, October.
Correct. मैं तो end of year बोलने वाला हूँ, but yeah. So based on that, this movie will come out in OTT platform. Now I think
So
they,
we have to make sure that it doesn't release.
yes,
उसके लिए प्रकाश जावड़ेकर जी को मतलब we should not even make him sleep. मतलब ऐसे उनका ऐसा हालत कर देना चाहिए, because he has a certain soft corner for those wrong people. So in fact, I even contacted him also. Someone gave me his contact number. I contacted him, but
okay,
उन्होंने मेरा phone cut कर दिया.
okay.
Yeah, but we should make sure that
Anything Sachin that is publicly available, just make sure you share it, and we will bombard it.
yeah.
Anything public, not personal, not anything private, anything that is public, we can all bombard it for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Sachin. We'll talk. Gurpreet, anything आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
नहीं, मुझे कुछ बोलना नहीं, करना ही है सीधा। अब तो बातें खत्म हो गई हैं। अब जो भी मेरा
Great.
प्लान ऑफ एक्शन उसी पे काम करूंगा मैं।
Yep. Let's do it. Thanks for. All right. I see Manjusha ji. I am going to take you last before I let you say anything. Yes, Manjusha ji. Welcome. You're mute. You are mute, Manjusha ji.
हाँ सर, नमस्कार सर।
नमस्ते, कैसी हैं आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ सर। मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ बस कि किसी भी तरह से इस फिल्म को तो स्टॉप कराना ही पड़ेगा सर, नहीं तो बहुत गलत मैसेज आएगा। अभी तो कोर्ट में ही चल रहा है मामला, और इस तरह से वो लोग तो सुसाइड थ्योरी ही बताएंगे, तो ये तो बहुत गलत हो जाएगा ना सर।
राइट। नहीं, मैंने अभी सुना एक्चुअली कि उसके अंदर शायद मर्डर का कुछ एंगल है, बता रहे हैं, बट इररिस्पेक्टिव, चाहे कुछ भी बता रहे हैं कि मर्डर है या सुसाइड है या डेथ जैसे भी हुई है, this movie should anyways, irrespective of how and what happened, should not come out till the time the case is with CBI and the agencies.
Okay, thank you so much सर। आप लोग सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सर। थैंक यू सो मच सर। आप सब बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और नमस्कार।
सब इकट्ठे मिलके करेंगे। Yes, thank you so much. All right, Dhruv, before I end, anything else you want to say?
There was the South Indian movie, a Kannada movie by the name Adhyaksha.
Okay.
The actor's name was Sharan, and there was one scene wherein Hindu god Krishna was being targeted. I don't know how many people have heard of this name, Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha. Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha back then started taking like this matter very seriously, and that matter was taking some definite shape. But what happens is, when we try and see, my humble request is, I will not like demotivate people or something. Decide for yourselves, do you want this movie to be down or not? Because what happens is, and the team you select for this should be someone who can be totally banked on about. Because what will happen is, agencies, security agencies, everybody, at the end of the day, if money comes into the picture, everything goes haywire. So decide properly before. There is a beautiful procedure in this. I was very lucky to be associated with that team when this happened. So ये मूवियों का बैंड कैसे बजाना है ना, थोड़ी जानकारी है दोस्त।
Okay, we will talk about it for sure in the next session. I think you brought up a good point today, and as usual, Dhruv, I think some of the points that you bring up are really beneficial for the cause, really beneficial for this movement. Not only Sridevi, but also Sushant and other logical items. So continue doing this, continue supporting this cause, and continue joining. I know बहुत सारे लोग इस time पे they're mocking and all that stuff, but that's fine. End of the day, they've mocked everyone. Trolling तो सबकी चली रही है. That should not stop us, is what I just want to say for specifically for you.
Hey, Varun bhai, see, basically what I decided, that when this, like what you said, trolling, I won't basically call it trolling or anything, whatever it is. What I decided is, I don't come with a face because I don't want a name. Now, at the end of the day, the result matters, right? Let's start working, giving the results, because what is happening is, this is one very important point with, what do you say, with the heavy heart I want to make, that name any system, be it the police, be it anybody, there are bootlickers there. There are people There are good people as well, but there are bootlickers there as well. These bootlickers are the cancers on the system. And the common man, trusting that there is a system in place, there is a police department in place, there's the Indian military in place, etc., etc. No offense meant to anyone, and this is just what you say, my assumption. We actually tend to be what you say, carefree. Like कोई problem होगा तो ये लोग देखेंगे. पर अगर यही लोग see Mumbai police at Tukaram Omble in 2011, Tukaram Omble was the only constable who actually stopped the terrorists from entering inside for close to 9 to 10 minutes. ऐसे ऑफिसर्स भी थे और सचिन वाजे जैसे ऑफिसर्स भी हैं. So at the end of the day, no, the first and foremost thing what people should start realizing now on is believe only yourself. If you can do something, only then believe it. There is no point believing the agency like, these people will take care of me. In that context, you're getting the context what I'm telling, right? I might be very well misquoted here, but what I'm telling is your security, don't leave it on someone else. Like asking questions, I don't know how to put it across in the right way. Varunji, if you can help me. What I basically want to say is, मैं सिर्फ इतना बताना चाहता हूं कि किसी और के खंडे पे हमारी सिक्योरिटी नहीं है, हम खुद हमारी सिक्योरिटी है.
Yep, I get it. And please chat में जो लोग हैं, please let's not get into this divide again. We all need to take a chill pill. Anyways, I'm gonna end this session on that note. I really want you to work with with us, of course, and we will do certain things in the next few days. We will also be talking about IPL and the money trail with IPL and the Bollywood connection.
Varunji, if today Hyderabad wins the match,
yes, that's a good point you brought up earlier as well.
I will send you the picture that I took from Twitter.
Okay.
जहाँ पे उसने 11 मैचेस का प्रेडिक्शन लिया है, and अब तक 5 के 5 मैचेस spot on है.
Got it.
And today's match, the prediction is Hyderabad.
Okay, we will see. We will find that out very soon.
Yeah, if today Hyderabad wins the match, I will stand with Sachin. But before even closing that, bro, one thing I will tell you is one more very important thing. What we need to now start as a screenshot is MS Dhoni, if it is believed, has signed for a Bollywood series by the name Captain 7. I don't know if many of you are aware of this.
Okay, I was not.
Okay. So I read it in one of the tweets and I heard it like hearsays here and there. Like we need to do some research on this as well. But yeah, if reports are to be believed, MS Dhoni is very soon coming up with the, what do you say?
Okay.
Bollywood series by the name 7, Captain 7.
Sure. Now I'm gonna end this with this comment as well. जिससे मैंने शुरू भी किया था actually the session. Please reach out to me. The email address is here on the screen, varun@westandforjustice.org. Reach out to me if there are certain issues, certain topics. There are certain issues and topics which have already been brought to my attention, which we will be talking about in the next few days. There will be some guests also invited. Rather than the guests, I really want people who are closer to that issue, to that topic, to come and speak about it. So that's going to be the direction we are kind of heading towards. But कोई भी ऐसा issue, कोई भी ऐसा topic होता है, please feel free to email me or contact me, and we will definitely take that up. On top of that, we also have this portal now. So if there are certain things that you want to be highlighted, any such issue, please reach out with the content, and I'll be more than happy to take it up and put it on the portal as well, so that larger people can, a lot more people can watch it and kind of comment. So we will do certain more additional things so that we become more like an awareness portal as well. And just all you have to do is just reach out to me and share the content, and we'll definitely post it up for you. So please, on that note, I'm going to end this session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I will be talking again tomorrow. Let's hope we can get enough research done by tomorrow for the IPL and the money trail. If not, then we'll do it in the next few days. So thank you once again. Take care. Good night. And I will speak to you guys very soon again. Bye.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.